Okay, testing, testing. Can you guys hear me over there? Hello, Jacob. Okay, I'm gonna take your guys' silence as you guys can hear me all right. So, thanks a lot for coming to my first stream, everybody. I hope you all had a nice New Year's and Christmas and whatever else you guys celebrate. Yeah, so this is my very first stream ever. I'm so glad that you guys can show up. I hope you all have like a good time here and have some fun. Keep things pretty chill. And yeah, so this is actually pretty crazy for me. I gotta say, I never thought I would actually be doing like the live stream thingy. And oh, my volume is a little low. Okay, let's see what I can do about that. Okay, let's try that now. Maybe that'll be a little better. Can you guys hear me all right? Okay, so let's see. I think this is as good as I can get it. I'm actually using OBS to do this stream. I actually spent like the last 2 days or so crash coursing myself on how to get this thing up and running. But I like how the output of all this looks so far. I'm getting used to the software and all that. So, okay, cool. Looks like the audio is a little bit better now. And yeah, like I said, if you're just tuning in, happy to have you guys here. And as you probably can tell, we're going to talk about some anime. I know all of us here love anime. Let's see. Oh, thank you, P. Yevitimi, for the $10. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Will I make a gate anime explained in the future? You know what? I'm not gonna count that out, actually. I actually did watch, I think, the first 2 episodes of the Gate anime, like a while back. And it was probably one of the more interesting, like, not really isekai, if you know what I mean, because they sort of go back and forth, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I wouldn't count it out. I heard it starts getting good. I just sort of like dropped off at some point for reasons, but it's something I'd be willing to go back and take a look at. But anyway, yeah. So glad you guys can make it here. Hope New Year's has been pretty good. I figured this is my first stream. I just figured we get to know each other a little better, keeping a little chill, have some fun. I got a nice bottle of Sprite here. How do I feel about Journeys being the end of Ash's journey? Oh, dude, I swear to God, I could barely get any work done on that day. I was like, oh shit, did I just predict the future Simpsons style or whatever? And I was like, I can't believe this is over, dude. It's like, you ever get one of those feelings where it's like, you feel something is gonna happen and you know it's gonna happen, but part of you deep inside just like is really hoping that you're very wrong about it. But and eventually it was one of those things where it's like, I grew up with the series, and I think at that point, it was only a matter of time, I figured Ash's journey was getting like towards the end, like development wise, and so I kind of made peace with that, if I do say so myself. Let's see. Let's see. Am I curious about if you've said Pokemon have new main character personality? You know what? I'm not like ruling anything out. All we really did get for the new Pokemon anime was like one screenshot and a couple of clips of the characters, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, if you guys are just tuning in, I think I just have 2 house rules. One, don't be a dick in the chat. Don't be doing any of that harassment stuff. That ain't cool. And also, as far as like answering questions about particular shows or anime, just use your best judgment. I welcome like particular questions about what I think of a show or an episode, but like don't drop any like blatant spoilers or whatever. Like that's just not cool. So, in any case, yeah, another Pokemon question. I'm actually really looking forward to seeing these next 11 episodes of Ash's Journey. That is definitely going to be on my watch list. Yeah. So yeah, Pokemon. That is like that's gonna be a big thing throughout my whole life. It's probably gonna be like the biggest thing that has that I'm gonna keep doing till I'm like 89. I'll be in the grave still playing on whatever console it will be out at the time. And you know what? I'll just take Pokemon as they come. That's just how it's gonna be. Have I heard of Detective Conan or the Precure franchise? No, I have not, but I have mad respect for what they are. I feel like growing up, a lot of people seem to really like give more kids anime kind of the shaft, kind of like they outgrow it, whatever, for more like seinen and shonen stuff. And I'm like, that's cool and all, but like a lot of those like kiddie shows are a lot more enjoyable and have a lot of longevity that I think we really should be more respectful of. You know, I mean, they're long-lasting franchises for a reason. My favorite character in Spy Family, sure. I would probably say Anya. I'm not just saying that because that's my sister's favorite character. She's probably the most like believable kid character I've seen in anime in a long ass time. And so, yeah, I really appreciate how she was written and how she actually feels like a real kid. You know what I mean? So, before we get started on what's coming up on the new season, the Winter Anime 2023, what have you guys have been watching in this season? It's probably just about to end, you know. So I'm curious to see what is on your guys' mind, you know, fresh in your memory banks at the moment. I know for me, see, I finished Spy X Family. That was pretty cool, but damn, I kind of wish we had like your more into the show because I think she kind of got like became like a housewife is like 90% of the time, and like that's like always cute and fun, but like I want to see her like shaft people, you know, kill someone every now and then. Just saying. Mob Psycho, oh dude, my cousin has actually watched Mob Psycho, and I know it's created by the guy who did One Punch Man, and I love that series. And so I think I watched the first episode. It was one of those things where I was like, "What the fuck am I watching?" But it's probably something I have to watch like continuously before I get the real feel of it. You know. See, I heard a lot of good things about Bochi the Rock. That for sure. I probably it's definitely on my list of things that I'm gonna go back to and watch just because I feel like that type of comedy is something that really resonates with me. You know. Let's see here. Okay. So, I have not heard about Blood Blockade. Is that like a action shonen series or honestly not sure. Psyche K. Ooh, I have heard about that one. Like legit. I know it's on Netflix. I think it's still on Netflix. But it's definitely another one of those like wacky comedy series that again totally up my alley. You guys know I love like visual gags and like that type of like messed up humor. So definitely another one on my to watch list. I mean, as far as like dubs versus subs go, I usually like take it on a case by case basis. As I think like Death Note back in the day had a very solid dub, just because they kept the performances like very naturalistic and like they match the character's voice for one thing, but ultimately it feels like the characters are actually like talking in like in like real time versus basically just trying to like copy and trying to make obvious lip flaps match. You know what I mean? What type of genres that I prefer? Oh damn. Let's see. I'm particular about shonen stuff. I really love comedies. Comedies is something that I feel like I really grown into as I get older. And romance. I can always appreciate a really good romance series. Slice of life, definitely something that I always love. I guess easygoing stuff is something that I tend to gravitate towards nowadays. And yeah, but I'm definitely open to like stuff that I'm not typically interested, like mecha or like really bloody, gory scene and stuff, or pretty much anything that'll catch my eye. You know. Let's see. Nichijou, I have heard about that. The comedy was a little, I think, too Japanese for me to really understand, but I did respect it for what it is. Let's see. Do I have a favorite voice actor? Girl that I never met before. As far as like Japanese anime is concerned, I would totally say like shit. I don't recognize the actors' names, but I recognize the voices. Y'all know that one like glasses girl from Gintama. Her voice is like super like crazy and nuts, and I think she also voices like Sasha in Attack on Titan. Uh, I'm surprised that she hasn't like blown out her vocal cords at any point, but yeah, definitely one of my faves there. Let's see. Am I familiar with the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise? Yes and no. I gravitated towards the Yu-Gi-Oh GX series. I think that was just at the age where I was like, I really understood what anime like was a thing, and at the time, 4Kids was there, and I love the Chaz and all of his like stupid shit that he says all the time. It was a fun series, so definitely something that I liked looking back. I see a couple questions about Digimon Adventure. So you know what? It's funny. Like I said, Digimon is something that like I didn't really get a feel for like the characters like early on, just because they didn't leave like too big of an impression. And don't ask me about like the Digimon names, dude. Like I can't remember those for shit. Like give everybody the same suffix and you've totally lost me. But yeah, I'm actually like enjoying it so far. And like I really think I'm understanding each kid now. Mimi's my fave, as well as the the coding kid. He's really adorable. He's a little off, but I like them, and the Digimons are starting to grow on me too. So there's that. Bungo Stray Dogs. You know what? I'm not familiar with Bungo Stray Dogs actually. It's something that like I've sort of like seen in the peripheral a lot, but not necessarily something that I've truly like got into. It's interesting. There's nothing that I can say looks bad about it, so maybe it's something that I'll tune into one of these days. Arcane. Oh, dude, yeah, Arcane was great. I'm not usually into like those like high fantasy, like really gritty type of shows, but not gonna lie, that shit was crazy and amazing. Yeah, I think I did hear a lot of like Digimon Tamers. I hear that one gets like dark, is like really dark and get like deconstructs the whole like Digiverse thing. So as soon as I finish up Digimon Adventure, which I'm pretty sure I'll enjoy, that's definitely gonna be something I'll take a look at afterwards. Vinland Saga. I have not watched that. Let's see. Let's see. Uh, thank thank you, Blue Raspberry Slushy. Glad that you enjoy my videos. Have I played League of Legends? No, I have not. I think a couple of my friends have actually played League of Legends. Uh, I'm not usually a big fan of like MMO games, if you know what I mean. I'm a Pokemon like um only guy for like the rest of my life, as you can probably tell. But yeah, definitely some. I'm not opposed to other games as well. I just got like Mario Odyssey for Christmas, so as soon as I like really get to a good stopping point with Pokemon Scarlet, I'm gonna be playing that and see how that goes. Akira, ooh man, that's a classic. I watched that back when I was in college, and uh, that I was kind of a dumbass back then who didn't really understand more of the like bigger themes of Akira, and the whole arm thing at the end like really fucked me up a lot. But I'm sure if I watched it again, it'd be something that like, oh, I see what they're going for here. I'm like, oh, okay, this makes a lot more sense. Sonic X, you know what? I've heard of Sonic X. I think that's like the actual Japanese anime of Sonic, right? Like, I think it was like in 2000, year 2000 came out. So I've heard of it at least. I just finished watching Sonic Prime, by the way, and whew, I've only seen Sonic Boom before, but Prime was something really enjoyable. I was not expecting to be that invested in a Sonic series like that, but yeah, I can't wait for the second part to come out. Yeah, dude, Scarlet. Yeah, dude, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Performance is kind of shit, but like everything else, even story wise and like just exploring, I love it, dude. Probably one of my favorite Pokemon games of all time, at least in that regard. Oh yeah, my friend in real life, he did get me to try Trapped in a Dating Sim anime, and so far I'm think I'm warming up to it a little bit. I'm still feeling the MC on that one, and a lot of the world stuff, which, as they say, makes absolutely no sense. But I'm definitely gonna like finish it up and see what type of series it is. You know, my favorite Pokemon character. Let's see. Anime wise, I would say, you know, in retrospect, I appreciate Dawn as a character. Everyone always picks her as like the best girl, and I'm kind of a basic bitch for that. But yeah, Dawn is one of my favorites. Needs an overarching story to be good. You know what? I thought about that a lot, Kelsey. Not every cartoon needs like an overarching story, because uh, it really depends on what you're going for. Like, if you want to go the episodic route, like more sitcom style, that's fine. There are a lot of fantastic cartoons have done that. Like old school Simpsons have done that, as well as let's see, a couple episodes of Loud House are pretty good in that regard, as well as overarching story wise. Some of them are really good, like Amphibia and the second season of Owl House, and a lot of them not necessarily so good. Like Danny Phantom season 3 was kind of, but otherwise, it just really depends on like what you're going for. Don't half-ass like the format is what I would say. Let's see. Adventure Time. How far did I get in Adventure Time? It's been a while since I watched that. I think I watched like halfway through Adventure Time. Not because I thought it was a bad series by any means, but I think oh, excuse me. I think a lot of its humor uh is what's the word I'm looking for? It's an acquired taste. Like I appreciate weird and like odd, but I think at some points it got a little too weird for me, but like it's honestly not bad by all means. It's probably just not my style. How far have I gone to One Piece? I'm sure I know everyone's asking that question. I'm finished with Alabasta, and I'm still like trying to wrap my head around a lot of like how I want to like approach that eventual video, just because there's like a lot of the mini arcs with like the giants and then Chopper stuff and then the actual Alabasta stuff. So I'm, I'm probably gonna like see like the remade like long episode of that just to like refresh my memory before I really get started. But yeah, Alabasta was fun, and I can't wait to really dive deep into that. Oh yeah, dude. One Piece has god tier world building. I don't watch a lot of shows with like world building, but even I can tell that one is just like next level. Iris is cool, dude. Like I don't know why people give Iris a lot of shit for being like kind of a brat and the whole like you're such a kid stuff. Like I mean, that's just like who she is. It's not like she's like causing any trouble, you know? She means no harm. Yeah, I actually do like do all the doodles in my video. I have a tablet that I use to do all that, and eventually it just started where I was like, oh, so maybe I'll do like a couple here and there, and eventually I started just doing like every single line with the drawing, and I was like, oh shit, I think I kind of like got a little too deep into that, but you know, that's just the artist life, I guess. Favorite starter Pokemon? Bulbasaur for sure. Like grass, poison, hell yeah. I don't care if it's like the very first Kanto one. I don't care if it's Gen 1 or shit. Bulbasaur, definitely. Why did I want to do a live stream? You know what? It's it's honestly one of those things where I wanted to challenge myself. You know, uh, when I first started YouTube, it was something that was like I was really nervous and anxious about like posting my first video. If you saw my first Watamote video, you can tell that like I was still trying to get like a sense of like who I was. And I figured that like live stream is something that I've always like wanted to do, but I've always been a little bit scared to just try and like engage with people in real time. Like candid conversations is something that I've always been having a little trouble with. So if I end up doing a whole lot of like I apologize for that. But yeah, it's something that I've always wanted to just try out. You know, engage with more people. VTubers, you know, I thought about doing the whole VTuber thing, but I realized that it wasn't really my brand, you know, not really my scene. I do follow like one technically VTuber though, Absolute Unit. His videos are great. I love his content. You guys should check him out. MHA, My Hero Academia. I have not gone that far in My Hero. I think the last episode I saw in My Hero, uh, trying to avoid spoilers here, but I think the kids were at the camp, and then so and so bad guys like kidnapped Bakugo, and then they were trying to do a rescue mission, and yeah, I think that's about as far as I got. Not a bad series, mind you. There are some things that are a little iffy, I would say, but at least by that point, My Hero is a very like solid series. Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, Chimchar's arc was god tier in Pokemon DP for sure. Legend of Korra, you know, I think people give it a little too much hate. Like, not to say it doesn't do a lot of things that don't really work out. Season two, like, obviously was kind of, I don't know about this, but ultimately, I think Korra was something that really, like, it got into its own. It got into its own skin. It started really. I'm glad when they stopped, like when they finally left Republic City, because like everyone there was kind of an asshole, and like by the end of season one, I kind of didn't want them to be saved, if you know what I mean. So I'm glad they sort of like expanded out more during book 3 and 4. Boruto the anime? No idea, man. I know Naruto is like super freaking popular, especially with younger kids. I've seen kids around here, they love Naruto, dude. My sister loves Naruto. Not really my thing, but yeah, I'd say it is what it is. Urusai Yatsura. Oh, that's the one anime that got rebooted from like the 80s, isn't it? Like I think I saw the trailer for that. I was like, damn, they really replicated the art style like really well for like 2002. I was like, damn, no idea if it shows any good, but art style wise, like, whoo, Nelly. I get, I get my ideas from videos like pretty much like on the fly. Like sometimes I'll know like when an anime is coming out or like a movie's coming out. I'll be like, oh, that could be a potential video, and like half the time, yeah, I end up like making a script for that. But ultimately, half the videos I have something planned in like my backlog. The other half, I was like, oh shit, I really gotta talk about this. I really gotta talk about this. I'm good, Alex. Thanks for asking. Mm. Okay, I think I'll take a couple more questions before we dive deep into the upcoming season of anime. Thank you. Happy New Year. Kishimoto. That's the guy who wrote Naruto, right? Uh, you know what? I thought about live streaming my video making process, but the more I thought about it, it's one of those things where it's like I can't multitask to save my life. So if I'm like focusing on like doing the drawings and like doing a live stream at the same time, I'm probably gonna be end up doing half-assing both at once. So, not saying it's impossible, but I think I'd have to get more comfortable with this before I really consider going that route. My first stream going, honestly, a lot better than I thought it would be. I thought it would end up being like a nervous wreck and all that, but honestly, now that I'm actually like talking to you guys and just like saying what's like on my mind, I'm getting a lot happier with how this is turning out. So thanks. Yeah, you guys hear that shit about like Nickelodeon not greenlighting that one girl oriented show because as you can probably tell, boys don't like girl stuff. And I was like, boy, that is just some bullshit. Like, My Life is a Teenage Robot, everyone loves that. And like MLP, everybody loved that. So like, I don't know, man. Just doesn't make any sense to me. Let's see. Oh, dude, Camellia and Odalia like get into a fist fight. That's gonna be the greatest shit ever in the Owl House. Have I seen Chainsaw Man? Hell yeah, I've seen Chainsaw Man. It's one of those things where it's like I thought it would be kind of stupid, but and it is kind of stupid, but they make it work, and it's oddly compelling in that like David Fincher kind of style, where it's like it's very candid, but you can definitely see a lot of the narrative like built upon itself. Like nothing is accidental in that show. Okay, so I think now is a good time to get into the new season. So let's see how this whole OBS thing works. I'm going to put this screen up over here. Put up my window capture. There it is. There it is. All right. So let's see. How much do we have in this season? Quite a bit, a lot. Well, you know what? No big deal. We got plenty of time. Let's see. I'm not gonna like just half-ass any of these really. Like, I'll give each one their fair due as far as like first thoughts are concerned. So, you know, let's zoom in on this a little bit better, shall we? No, I'm not actually gonna like play the trailers. For a good reason, because I hear that like YouTube's content ID dogs are like really anal when that kind of thing comes up. So if I start playing trailers, I think my live stream is gonna get like knocked out. So no trailers, unfortunately. But I'm just gonna read off these synopsises, look at the promo image, and just let's see what we got here. All right, so first up, Ars no Kyoju. The great beast created the land, but humans stole it. Angered, the beast began eating humans, who in turn called upon gods to fight the beast. In the Age of Sword, here's a prophet. Jiro, who makes his living hunting beasts, encounters Kumi, who's being chased by someone. At that moment, decides to save her. As rumors spread regarding humanity and a mysterious experiment, together they seek to discover the world's secrets. Okay. So, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is an anime original, which, holy shit, an actual anime original this time. Uh, but yeah, as far as like these types of fantasy series goes, I could see a lot of good things that could potentially come out of here. Art style wise, it's unique. It's a little more saturated in terms of color. And is that like a spaceship or something back there? I don't know, man, but it definitely looks like something that I would give like a few couple episodes, just to give it a taste for what it is. Girl's pretty cute. This girl looks, whoo, she looks fine. Oh, no worry, Detective Steve. You didn't perplex me at all. Glad to have you on the chat, man. H dive. H dive. Okay, so. Oh shit, can I like. Oh wait, I don't have to scroll. Like horizontally. Woo! Let's see here. Ayakashi Triangle. Let's see. Kaza Kazamaki Matsuri is an exorcist ninja who exorcises evil spirits called Ayakashi. His childhood friend Kanade Suzu tends to attract Akayashi, so he secretly protects her from them. But now Suzu is caught the Shirogane and Akayashi, who looks like a cat but rules over all Ayakashi as their king. Okay, so it looks cute. I don't think it's something that I would personally tune into. I can see the ecchi tag up there, and like I like ecchi when they go all out. Don't half-ass ecchi, my dudes. That's the one thing that'll turn me off from a show. But yeah, maybe there's something cool there. Some everyone loves evil spirits, I guess. But yeah, just based off that, not much more I can say. Romance, shonen. It looks cute. It looks cute. If anything, it may be good. Who knows? Apparently, they had to censor stuff. Oh shit. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past them. Ooh, what anime theme do you like the best? I mean, as far as series goes, Assassination Classroom, like that is my like anime for life. One of these days, I'm gonna do Assassination Classroom as a video. Hold on, guys. My mouse is being funky. Oh, there we go. Okay. Benria Saito-san Isekai ni Iku. Handyman Sato has never been anyone special. All his life, he has average grades, ordinary athletic skill, commonplace job, but his unremarkable path takes him to where he wakes up in another world. That never happens. Here, warriors, wizards, and elves accompany him on quests diving deep into dungeons. And Sato realizes for the first time what it's like to be needed. After all, who other than the handyman could be trusted to open locked treasure chests and Paris allies equipment? Thank you. This warrior part living life. Okay, you know what? This one actually interests me a little bit. Like everyone always like rags on like isekais for having like bland as hell MCs who like are indistinguishable from other bland MCs. But honestly, this one feels a lot more wholesome than a lot of other types of series. It definitely feels like a very like found family type of series, and you know I love like really good found family. So yeah, it's an adventure, comedy, fantasy, isekai. You know what? If it's cute, I'm gonna give it massive points if it is. Maybe I'll give it a first episode watch, you know? Hell yeah, Koro Sensei is the best goddamn teacher ever. Yo, if my sister is still watching this, watch Assassination Classroom, y'all. That shit is goated. Oh boy, here we go. My Hero Academia, 6th season. Wait, back hold up, y'all. Should I read this synopsis if I have not watched like all of the previous episodes? I'm covering it with my hand right now, and I don't want to like potentially spoil myself if I do. I mean, as far as like going back to My Hero, possibly. Uh, I think superhero stories tend to be they're a rare breed in Japan for sure, and so it's definitely something that it does a lot of great things. Like action wise, it's amazing. Everything has a lot of stakes in My Hero, from what I can tell, and I love that. At least in terms of like action and like All Might, I love All Might. He's a great guy. Girls, I'm not gonna talk about that for a sec. But yeah, maybe I shouldn't watch My Hero. Read the synopsis, but My Hero, definitely something that I would not rule out going back into. Who knows? Maybe it does get better. So should I actually see the synopsis, guys? You know what? Probably not. I think I'll leave it be for now, based on what you guys are saying. But let's yeah, on to the next one, shall we? Boku no Roboko. In a world where most families own a cute maid robot, average elementary kid Bondo hopes for one of his own. But the robot who shows up is anything but average. Meet Roboko, the wackiest, most powerful maid imaginable. So I it definitely is giving me like Doraemon vibes. I've never seen Doraemon, but you can probably just tell just like looking at it. It's giving me those vibes. But honestly, it looks pretty cute. Like maid stuff is not really my thing. Um, sad to say, but this character is very interesting. She looks very buff. She has a very non-standard female design, which is like a very once in a blue event when it comes to anime. And I do love wacky slapstick shenanigans. So, and it's a short form. That kind of sucks, but yeah, definitely something Cute. It is a short form, so maybe it's something I could potentially binge, you know? Let's see. Yeah, it does look like a parody series, so. But that's not necessarily wrong. Parody, when done good and with a lot of heart, can be a very enjoyable series. Uh, I have not actually seen Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Me, I hear I've actually read a lot of the manga from the guy who like wrote that stuff, and he does a lot of really cute romance stuff, which I really enjoy. Dragon Maid though, I don't know. I hear some iffy things about that series, but maybe it's good. Can't really say too much about it. Yeah, dude, Gintama. I have to go back into Gintama actually. I think I got to the part where they were like stranded in the snow with that one emperor guy. And Gintama is just funny as all hell, dude. I really got to get back into that. Let's see here. Buddy Daddies. Targets they go after never get away, but somehow this hitman team finds itself looking after a 5-year-old girl. And so begins the family life of a hot blooded and cool headed team of hired killers and a naive, innocent little girl. Will they be able to balance the career and parenthood? And will this temporary family find happiness? Okay, so I actually did watch like both trailers for this one. Um, and I know that a lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh, they're just ripping off of Spike's family. It's just like jumping on the bandwagon, and whatnot." And I'm like, "Yeah, it probably is, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be a bad series, you know." The trailer has a lot of like wacky shenanigans. A lot of things are just hella goofy, and it does look really wholesome. These type of series, at least for as far as anime is concerned, are like very hard to come by. And PA Works, as far as the studio goes, they tend to have a very like hit or miss reputation. I love Shirobako. That's one of my absolute favorite series that I recommend anyone who watches or at least enjoys animation and anime on the production side. So yeah, Buddy Daddies definitely sounds like something that I'm definitely well actually no, I'm definitely gonna give this one a watch. It looks like a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. It looks a lot of fun. Yakuza X Family. Yeah. Oh dude, that reminds me of like have you guys seen what was it? The Way of the House Husband? Dude, that's a really good series. I definitely recommend you guys catch that if like comedy and like yakuza stuff is your thing. The anime, well, more like web anime was kind of like, not gonna lie. Oh, excuse me, a little bit of a disappointment, but the manga though, that shit is hilarious, dude. You gotta check it out. Oh shoot, final movie for Gintama is free. Oh damn, I gotta get back into that series, bro. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Bungo Stray Dogs. So this is evidently the fourth in the series, and I know a lot of y'all have actually quite a few of you uh asked about this series when first started this live stream. So I think I'm gonna go and like look at the very first series and look at that synopsis. Sort of give me like a first time viewer's impression. You know what I mean? Uh, this one looks good. Okay. Kicked out of his orphanage and on the verge of starving to death, Nakajima Atsushi meets some strange men. One of them, Daisy Asumu, is a suicidal man attempting to drown himself in broad daylight. The other, by spectacle Kunikita Dopo, nervously stands by flipping through a notepad. Both are members of the Armed Detective Agency, set to solve incidents that even the military and police won't touch. Atsushi and to accompany them on a mission to eliminate a man-eating tiger that's been terrorizing the population. Uh, it's odd as anime can be, but the premise itself, it definitely seems a little more original than what I've used to. I'm definitely getting mystery vibes from this type of series. As far as like the tone I'm getting from this poster, it looks like one of those things that there's gonna be like a lot of action, a lot of like mystery and entourage, maybe some political intrigue there here and there, maybe some light comedy, some comic relief. I mean, this is evidently getting a fourth season, so I mean, it's got to be at least pretty good, right? Right? Hmm. But yeah, we don't get a lot of good mystery series nowadays, do we? I think the last one I actually really watched was Odd Taxi. If you guys have not watched Odd Taxi, get your asses on that. That is an awesome series. I loved it. Oh, so it's more. Oh, is that so? It really is a comedy then, huh? And more like JoJo, eh? Oh, okay. So I was a little off, but you know what? All right, cool. So it is really more of a comedy. So that definitely gets more points for me as far as my personal interest goes. Peak comedy. Hell yeah, I love peak comedy. So yeah, action, mystery, scene, and supernatural superpower. All the good stuff. Holy crap. Uh, who knows, dude? Maybe I'll actually start Bungo Stray Dogs one of these days. Oh, like a lot like One Piece, huh? Oh, damn, you guys are really selling it to me now, huh? Oh boy. Okay, that's definitely gonna go on my eventual watch list. All right, let's see this one. Card Fight Vanguard, Will plus Dress Season 2. So I'm assuming this is one of those card battle anime, sort of like sort of like Yu-Gi-Oh, I'm guessing, and other things like Yokai Watch, those type of like more kid-oriented anime. So I know it sounds like a pretty big franchise, so I'm not sure if I'll really get into this series, but I mean, I started Digimon, so like nothing's off the table. But anyway, let's see if there's like a very first card fight that I can read. Let's try this one. Guard will plus dress. I'm guessing will plus dress is like, is that a suffix or something? Oh, you know what? Maybe not. Okay, this seems like an original synopsis. Yu Yu is a boy living in Kanazawa, Koga Province. 15-year-old and is a third year in junior high. He can sense the feelings of others, but he's troubled by the fact that he cannot say no when asked. Oh man, I know the feeling. One day, Yu Yu could no longer stand going along with his sister's hobby, so he ran away from home. Okay, that part I understand. The one who saves him is Megumi Okura. Megumi invites Yu Yu to a nighttime amusement park called Wonder Hill, where her friends hang out. At the amusement park, Yu Yu meets Megumi, Zakusa Ashikami, and Tomari Seto, members of Team Blackout, a group that meets to play Vanguard every night. Tonight, a serious fight for the team's flag will take place. Blackout's leader, Danji Momoyama, and the mysterious and powerful fighter, Toya Ibata. As Yu Yu stares at them, the card fight is soon eroded into a world of images. This is how Yu Yu encounters Vanguard, a world he had never seen before, and is drawn in by the powerful allure, making new friends along the way. Whew, Nelly. There's a lot going on over there. You know what? It's interesting. Uh, the main character sounds like someone that I could actually like really like resonate with as far as like his personality is concerned. But even then, story wise, I think it sounds like something pretty good is going on in there. You know. A lot of I don't see a lot of like these type of like kids anime, or maybe I just haven't really looked into it. But type of series where they're like they're rejects and they're just like hanging out in an amusement park. Like every kid can relate to that, you know? I mean, story wise, I think it's something that is probably has something really good there. Like I said, I don't really know too much. Oh, these girls are pretty cute. Not gonna lie, but yeah, something to definitely consider for sure. Oh, it was manga before and a manhwa. Oh, okay, cool. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's actual monsters and stuff. Oh, really? Cause like I know in Yu-Gi-Oh, like the monsters that came out of like the cards, they were just like visual aids, right? I know they weren't real. So the fact that Van this card fight series is doing like the opposite, okay, I can feel for that. Ethnicity check. I'm Filipino, if that's what you mean. Pinoy, all around, my dude. Hello, Mary. Glad to have you on the chat. If you guys are just tuning in, I am currently looking at the upcoming lineup of anime that's coming out this season. And a lot of big heavy hitters in the first couple here that we just went through. Oh shit, Arc V, dude. I have actual bodies. Damn. You know what? Maybe I'll finish Yu-Gi-Oh GX one of these days. I don't know if I want to watch. Well, 4 Kids. I have mixed feelings about 4 Kids, so maybe I'll just watch it and like complete it as it is. Who knows? Thank you. Happy New Year, Black Hakumen. Let's see. All right, next up we got Cool Doji Danshi. At first glance, these guys look cool and handsome. You want to get closer to them, but then you realize they're all clumsy. They forget their wallets, turn on their music on the train without putting their headphones in, put on glasses when they have their contacts in, stab bendy straws backwards in the drinks, walk around with a shoehorn that they thought was an umbrella. Oh shit. Despite being so clumsy, these guys never forget to play it cool. We've collected snippets from their daily lives where they do their clumsy best into 15-minute segments, and we'll be bringing you 2 cores. Once you see them in this clumsy comedy that'll heal your soul with laughter, you'll probably fall in love with them too. Uh, Joke's on you, I already love them after reading that synopsis. So, y'all know how like every season we get at least a handful of like cute girls doing cute things, insert gimmick here, those type of anime. We don't get a lot of like cute guys doing like cute guy stuff, and like that's just not fair, dude. Like wholesome boys will be boys shit. I feel like we need to get more of that stuff. You know what I mean? My day was pretty good. Thank you, Lily Moon. Yeah, you know. Oh, speaking of actually, I don't know if this is 4 Kids or not, but apparently Digimon has a dub that I apparently made the wrong decision. And started watching the subs, just because I hear like the dub is like funny as fuck, and but you know what? I don't know, dude. I don't want to miss anything critical that would have been lost in the Japanese version. That's why I opted for subs when watching Digimon. But maybe maybe once I finish Digimon, I'll go back and watch the dub just to see what it's all about, you know, and get some good laughs out of it. Uh, I have not watched Bochi the Rock Doom, but definitely something that I'm probably gonna go back and see because I'm hearing really, really good stuff about that show. Let's see. D4DJ All Mix. No synopsis. Okay, so it's trash. No. You know, let's see if we can find a real synopsis on this one. Uh, D4. One of these, I guess. The first mix. Having moved back to Japan from abroad, Rinko Ayamoto transfers to Yoba Academy, where DJing is popular. She's deeply moved by a DJ concert she sees there and decides to form a unit of her own with Maho Akashi, Muni Onaruto, and Rei Togetsu. Excuse me. Oh, God, excuse me. While interacting with the other DJ units like Piki Piki and Photon Maiden, Rinko and her friends aim for the high stage. It looks like an offshoot of the popular idol genre. I'm guessing, just based off like the designs and like what the goal for the show appears to be. I mean, DJing is a good gimmick, so it definitely has that going for them. Idol stuff is not really my thing. Sad to say, I know like there's a lot of fans for like Love Live. Is it Love Life or Love Live? I'm not sure, man. And a lot of those other idol stuff. So not necessarily something that like captures my interest. Uh, except for Zombieland Saga, guys. I love Zombieland Saga. That's was my gateway to idol anime. And if you guys have not watched Zombieland Saga, you have got to watch that. It's wacky, it's crazy, and the lore there is just out of this world, dude. Definitely recommend it. All right, so there's that. Let's see what else we got here. Duel Masters Win. Okay, another card game anime. Let's see what this one's all about. Is there another Duel Masters? Oh, okay. Okay, so this is a big franchise then, huh? Let's see. Let's see if there's like. It feels like one of those things where like each series is like its own standalone as terms of characters go. So let's see if there's like a first series for Duel Masters Win. I guess not. So, you know what? Let's watch. Let's read this OG synopsis, shall we? Just see what this is all about. The world of Duel Masters is one of five great civilizations. Through a card game, duelists can bring their worlds into existence, making what was previously abstract into reality. These skills duelists are known as Kaijudo Masters. Shobu Kurufuda is the best player at his local playground and becomes a world-class master like his father. His first step on the road to conquest begins with winning a local tournament. Rather, it should have, except he's destroyed by the best Kaijudo master in the world at night. Shido loses, but upon remembering the words of wisdom, his father instilled him to continue the road of becoming a duelist to enjoy the game for what it is. As it begins his journey to victory, as you know, all know, the journey is the most important part. Okay. Okay. So, wait, you know what? I think I saw like one of these back when I was playing when I went to college. One of those anime nights that I went to. I vaguely remember seeing something similar to this, but beyond that, it definitely feels like your traditional like coming of age story. A kid who just wants to like figure out who he is and become the best in his field that he wants to be, and basically grow up, meet new people. It definitely feels like one of those like, as they said, journey is the most important part type of series, and so it doesn't seem anything too complex as far as narrative is concerned. But you know, we don't necessarily need it to be. It sounds like a very straightforward like card game series with a lot of fun. So I definitely like I definitely appreciate what I'm seeing here. Is what I'm saying. I should you should review Tribe Cool Crew. Uh, you know, I I kind of remember that series a little bit. I don't think I've actually ever watched it. Uh, maybe I'll. You know what? Maybe I'll go back and check it out just to give myself a refresher. Later on. Bakugan. Yeah. You know, I remember that being on like Cartoon Network a lot, like a lot. Back when Pokemon was airing on Cartoon Network. You know, so definitely sounds like something that probably I wouldn't be that interested in, but like evidently a lot of people liked it enough to like tune into it. So like maybe Bakugan is good. What can I say? Uh, hey, thanks again for joining my chat, everyone. As I said, this is my first time being candid on a platform like this, so I was a little bit nervous going into it, but I'm definitely feel a lot more comfortable now that I'm just like getting into the flow of things, you know. So thank you very much. AQ Shonen. Hmm. The latest project proposed by Manpuku Entertainment Productions in a bid to revive the company. Experiencing the successes and failures of the business world, six middle aged men now face the many hurdles of age and physical ability while pursuing their goal to become idols. In an effort to prove that old dogs can learn new tricks and that you can still learn to shine no matter your age, these middle aged men at the end of the ropes are taking a stand. And good on you. You know what I mean? Like, not to be hating on what is pretty much a staple of the anime genre, but like, I'm a little bit tired of like high schoolers now. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of really great series with high schoolers, really great series, and I love them. But come on, man. I'm nearing 30 years old. Where's my show? You know what I mean? Where is my middle-aged anime for middle-aged folks going over their life crises, you know? Where is that anime? I want to know. But yeah, male idol groups are well, I wouldn't say rare. I've heard of a couple like every now and then. Definitely not someone who's old, but like these guys. Well, not old. What am I saying? But yeah. Oh, it's another short form anime. God damn it! All these like interesting premises are getting like the short end of the stick. Oh well, it is what it is. Mm. Okay. Oh god, I'm gonna butcher this one so fast. This name so much. Eiyunu Buwo Kimi wa Miru Tame Tenseisu Soshitsu Sekai Saikyo no Minare Keishi. Is there oh here it is. There's a localized translation here. Reborn to master the blade from hero king to extraordinary squire female, I guess. After living a life devoted to serving his country and people, Inglis's one wish is to be free of a king's burden and to train was actually heard. But as a beautiful girl, reborn in the far future as a daughter to renowned knights, Inglis can now focus on mastering the martial arts. A wish has been granted, and Inglis will now be on the front lines fulfilling the dream of becoming the strongest knight. Hmm. Okay, so like this is actually not an isekai in the traditional sense, because like the dude is already in the fantasy world, but he's like isekaiing to like a future time period, is what I'm understanding. He turned into a beautiful girl, so wish fulfillment, but what can you do? So he wants to become martial arts, becomes the strongest knight in the world. You know what? It doesn't seem that bad, to be honest. It feels like a straightforward, be the best you can be type of fantasy series. The art style is definitely uh, very what can I say? How can I say this in the nicest way possible? Moe blob shit, but that's not necessarily mean it's gonna be a bad series. So Not necessarily the type of series I'm normally into, but if I hear a lot of good things about it, then who knows? Maybe I'll give it a watch. Oh, for sure, dude. Yeah, unfortunately, I hear a lot of people in Japan really romanticize their high school lives. Well, I don't. Well, I shouldn't say romanticize. A lot of them have had their lives peak in high school. I guess is the best way to put it. And I know that's why high schoolers is very prominent in anime. And that's not necessarily wrong. The audience is there. I can't blame them for doing that. But yeah, I guess every now and then a few adult oriented shows that focus on grown ups or even like kid stuff to that respect is definitely stuff that catches my eye just on that principle. Like this one right here, Buddy Daddies. Definitely gonna give that at least the first episode watch. Oops. The problem with the high school. Oh yeah, dude. There's a bajillion fantasy series from what I'm going after right now. But you know what? Fantasy is fantasy. Everyone loves a little bit of fantasy, so I can't complain. Oh, you know what? Yeah, Ascendance of a Bookworm. That if you guys have not watched Ascendance of a Bookworm, that is a very good series. At least from the first season that I'm currently watching. It's kind of a slow-ish burn, I would say, but like if you like like a different isekai series where it's not just like your usual like teenage self-insert trying like to fight demon lords or whatever. A Sentence of a Bookworm is interesting because basically a librarian lady becomes a kid and basically just jumpstarts the paper making industry. And I was like, oh shit. And there's a lot of like really good world building in that one. Like on the backside, it's building up very nicely, which is really hard to do in a genre like this. So yeah, definitely give a sentence of a bookworm a try if you're into something. If you want to get something a little more fresh out of the isekai genre, is what I would say. Yeah, like oh yeah, Kelsey. When Pokemon dropped the contest, I was like, bro, like actually no, Sinnoh contests are shit, but Hoenn contests are god tier. I didn't actually like become masterclass in that game, but like I definitely enjoyed it for what it was. We need to bring contests back. Have I checked out? I don't know what is this ILT RPG. Is that a game? If it's a game, I can pretty much guarantee you that I have not played it. I don't play too many games these days other than Pokemon, so sorry. Hmm. Oh shoot! I think I missed. I think I skipped this one by accident. Dungeon. Wait, this is Oh shoot! This is the. Is this the sequel to that one like dungeon series? Yeah, okay, this one, this one. Uh is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? I remember when this anime like came out, like when did it come out actually? 2015? Oh shit. Danmachi. I remember when this came out and everybody loved this chick. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just because she's hot or whatever, but yeah, definitely. I remember when this show came out, and everyone was just like jerking themselves off to whatever this apparently amazing show is all about. Don Machis. But you know what? It's something that I was kind of like steering. I steer ever closer to watching this series. So let's just give the synopsis a go and see what it's all about. In Orario Fearless adventurers band together in search of fame and fortune with the underground labyrinth known as the Dungeon. However, Bel Cranel, novice adventurer, has bigger plans than riches and glory. He fights monsters in the hope of having a fateful encounter with a girl. When this happens, it doesn't go exactly as planned. Thus begins the story of an unlikely pair, a boy and a goddess, both trying to prove themselves, both eager to reach their goals. Okay. So, excuse me. I'm drinking Sprite here, so I apologize for all the burping. But one thing that stands out to me right away is that it feels like the MC and the heroine are on an even playing field as far as like screen time goes. One thing that turns me off a series more than anything is when like the MC, who is most likely bland as all fuck, has all this screen time, and the girls just have like one or two personality traits. But this one definitely feels like something where they're co-starring basically at the same time. So as far as like these types of fantasy shows go, I it's definitely something that I would probably watch more than I would not watch, if that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, the MC being like bombarded with a lot of other hot chicks is nothing new for this genre, but I'm not gonna like, I'm not necessarily gonna mark that against it if they manage to do it in a fun, interesting way. The main character became too OP. You know what? I don't necessarily think that's wrong. If the main character becomes OP, it opens up a lot of pathways to like explore like what is someone with all this power uh should do like responsibly. What does he need to learn with all this power? Questions like that. Like so, even if the character is too OP, maybe there's something good going on there. I don't know for sure, but who knows? Here we go. Flag Leah, Natsuyasumi no Monogatari. Iko, a third grader, lives with his four older brothers in an old house in Tateyama. Iko's family has no parents, and according to his older brothers, their mother works in Tokyo. Despite being a bit eccentric, Iko loves his brothers, who take good care of him, but they have a secret. They are wizards who live almost forever. Okay. The story unfolds of a family summer vacation in a seaside town, happily living together while being caught up in the world of wizards. Okay. Oh, it's another short, and it's like 6 episodes long. Shit, I thought it was gonna be one of those like long running series with a whole bunch of worlds to explore and a lot of lore to dissect, but evidently not. It looks like it's gonna be a fun fantasy, probably a comedy series. So there's that. As far as like the premise is concerned, uh, definitely a little more different than what I'm used to. The character designs are cute and pretty wholesome, so who knows? Short form anime, uh, despite having the drawback of being, well, short, they're easy to binge, of course, so maybe it's something that, like, if I hear a lot of good things about, I'll give it a binge watch. Okay, let's try this one. High card. Oh shit, are we getting another card game anime, guys? Another card game? Okay, let's see here. After discovering that his orphanage was on the brink of closing due to financial stress, Finn, who was living freely on the streets, set out for a casino with the aim of making a fortune. However, nothing could have prepared Finn for the nightmare that was awaiting him. Once there, Finn encountered a car chase and a bloody shootout caused by a man's lucky card. Finn will eventually learn what the shootout was about. World Order can be controlled by a set of 52x playing cards with the power to bestow different superhuman powers and abilities to the ones that possess them. With these cards, people can access the hidden power of the buddy that can be found within themselves. Okay, there is a secret group of players called High Card who have been directly ordered by the King of Foreland to collect the cards that have been scattered throughout the kingdom. while moonlighting as employees of a luxury car maker, Pinocchio. Scouted to become the group's fifth member, Finn soon joins the players on this dangerous mission to find these cards. All you need in life are manners, dignity, and the will to bet on your own life. However, Who's Who, the rival card maker obsessed with defeating Pinocchio, and the Klondikes, the infamous mafia family, stand in the way of the gang. A frenzied battle among these obsessed players, fueled by justice, desire, revenge, is about to begin. Are you ready? It's showdown. Whew, what a synopsis. It looks cool. The premise looks very, like, insane, and in a good way. It definitely feels like there's a lot going on here, and that can either be really good or really bad. Because if you're juggling so many things at once, it's sometimes hard to like direct your audience's focus on what really is important. But other than that, I see no reason why this show can't be pretty good. It's got a interesting original premise. The character designs are really awesome, very standout ish. I cannot speak English today, but yeah. Other than that, it seems like a very high energy, like game oriented anime with a lot of like drama, intrigue, and a lot of fun. Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna put that on my keep an eye out list. Yeah. Oh, this guy also wrote Kakegurui. Oh shit, dude, I might have to watch it now. I watched first season of Kakegurui, and that was a hell of a series. It's crazy. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it's just amazing at what it does. So, shoot, I might have to watch it now. The next One Piece video is probably gonna come out in 1 to 2 videos, tentatively. I still gotta figure out how I'm exactly gonna frame Alabasta and everything that goes on there, but it's definitely coming. I can promise you guys that. Hikari no O. Outside the magic barriers lies a world overrun by fiery beasts known as flame demons, and the only ones who can protect humanity are the fire hunters. In the dark woods where the beasts roam is where Toko, a young villager, is rescued from attack by one of these skilled trackers, Koshi. But their meeting was no accident, and a new destiny begins. Huh. So it definitely seems like one of those darker series. You know, there's definitely feels like there's an edge to it. Feels very apocalyptic, and when done right, those type of series can be really fire. No pun intended. Yeah, art style wise, definitely lends itself that to what I can see. What the fuck is this thing over here? Okay, but yeah, very bare bones synopsis. But like when you got like a dark sort of mystery esque series like that, you kind of have to be. It's based on off a novel. I don't know if that means light novel or just a novel, but yeah, I'm definitely in the mood for a darker type of series. You know, just as a ironically enough a palate cleanser for all the comedy stuff that I've been watching. So yeah, definitely gonna see what that's all about. Hirogaru Sky Precure. Okay, so I know Precure is one of those like god tier massive franchises, like Magical Girl massive franchises. Like maybe second to Sailor Moon, I think. But yeah, so I know there's a shit ton of like these Precure series. I have no idea like which one this is, but wait, did I just okay, so yeah. There's no synopsis for this one, so I'm gonna go just read this one, which I'm guessing is the original series. Let's see what this one is all about. Futari wa Precure protagonist Nagisa Misumi, Honoka Yoshihiro, Different as two people get. Captain of the lacrosse team, lover of food, hater of homework. Uncle lives to learn, working in science club, and nickling good clean up knowledge from her classmates. Lives are connected into one, unconnected one day. Mysterious star shower reunites them. Nagisa and Honoka meet Mipple and Meppel, two residents of the Garden of Light. Their homeland has been conquered by the evil forces of the Dark Zone, who now have their sights set on the Garden of Rainbow's Earth. With powers from the Garden of Light, Nagisa becomes Cure Black and Honoka becomes Cure White. Together they are Pretty Cure. Now, Pretty Cure must locate the Prism Stones, the only power strong enough to defeat the Dark Zone and repair the damage done to the Garden of Light. Will these magical girls be able to protect their home from the evil that threatens it, or will they be sucked into the darkness? So, I don't know anything about Precure really, but from what I've heard off the grapevine, it's one of those series that is like really popular with like young girls and not so oddly enough like grown-up men. Kind of like My Little Pony, if you guys were there for the whole Brony era of animation. Yeah, so it might. I don't want to like compare it to Sailor Moon because I don't think that's gonna be fair. But I hear Precure. I mean, it's a huge franchise, so it's got to be at least pretty good, right? Right? I don't know if I'll ever like actually watch Precure as a series, but uh, I'll definitely respect it for just like keeping on, as these franchise anime do, you know? Let's see here. Hyoken no Majutsushi ga Sekai wo Suberu. Yeah, what's the English name for this? The Ice Blade Sorcerer shall rule the world. The Ice Blade Sorcerer is hailed as the most powerful sorcerer in the world. The one who inherited this title, Ray White, struggles to deal with his own immense power. After fighting in the Far East War, his last accomplishment, he vanished from the battlefield along with a deeply scarred psyche. 3 years have passed since then, and Ray has enrolled at the Arnold Academy of Magic, a school attended by elite sorcerers from around the world. Ray is the first ordinary to attend this academy once it's been founded, so he's greeted by looks of scorn and contempt from his noble-born students. Assholes. And now he and the priceless friends he has found there are about to become entangled in multiple schemes. So begins the story of the most powerful sorcerer's school life filled with both friendship and hardship. So, to be fair, as far as fantasy series goes, it's not necessarily something that stands out to me, just because it feels very by the books as far as like these. I don't think it's an isekai, but these types of fantasy series goes. You got this basic looking dude who is either all powerful or something akin to that, and he has all these hot chicks there joining him. I don't want to rag on it too much because I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong and it's actually really good. But I'm not sure what the mythos of this show would be. You know, like what he has to learn as a person, or like what are we as an audience are supposed to like learn from this story, and whether or not these girls will actually provide anything of interest. But I don't want to shit on it too much because I'm sure there are a lot of fans of this who are ready to like jump on me for what I just said. But other than that, I don't want to like say it's a bad series. I've never seen it, so it's. I hope it's good, is what I can say. Yeah, yeah. Mhm. Oh, now this show. Oh man. If you guys have not seen Nagatoro-san, let me give you a little synopsis here. A girl in a lower grade just made me cry. One day, Senpai visits the library after school and becomes the target of a super sadistic junior. The name of the girl who teases, torments, and tantalizes senpai is Nagatoro. She's annoying yet adorable. It's painful, but you still want to be by her side. This is a story about an extremely sadistic and temperamental girl, and you'll feel something awaken inside of you. Okay, so Nagatoro. I actually did watch the first season of Nagatoro, and I caught up with the manga. I've actually am watching and reading this one, and I can definitely tell that, like, at least in the first couple episodes, it's definitely not going to be everybody's thing. It's just going to be like too cruel. You feel too sorry for the guy, and it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Uh, but it gets better, way better. It dials. I don't want to spoil too much. I'm just gonna say it. It fixes a lot of its problems early on, and it really emphasizes the good parts that make it stand out. It's actually like surprisingly wholesome, even with all the occasional ecchi stuff going on, which is rare. I don't see a lot of like wholesome anime romance, at least these days, since well, Anyway, if you aren't watching Nagatoro, you guys have got to watch it if you want to, of course. It's funny, it's silly, uh, it's really basic. I'm not gonna lie. You're not gonna get a whole bunch of like complicated like uh, plot threads or anything like that. But as far as what it's setting out to do, it does it very well. So yeah, if it wasn't obvious, I'm definitely watching season 2. Oh boy. Sequel to Chainsaw Man, anyone? My life as Inukai-san's dog. Oh boy. They say every dog has his day. That's especially true for our protagonist, who has just turned into a dog and now lives every day under the care of his crush, Inuki san. She happily dotes on her new companion, and while he wants to return to human form someday, there's something wonderful about being cared for by the person he loves. So, yeah, this is our seasonal fetish show. I mean, we all can see that, right? Uh, yeah. My life is Inukai-san's dog. I'm guessing this is pour one out for all the masochists, right? This is definitely gonna be the one that's for them. I can tell. It's a TV short, so which good for people that don't want to see this, but probably bad vibes for those who do want to see it. Uh, you know what? It's funny. Like a lot of these like very obvious like fetish shows, they get like god tier animation, and I was like, really, you got to get all the beautiful like color tones and lighting for a show like this. But I mean, I'm not gonna argue with the market. I mean, there's what can I do? I mean, if this is your thing, this is your thing. Go ahead and watch. Yeah, sure. Research purposes. Yeah, for sure. Ugh. Let's see what we got. Farming life in another world. Okay, Isekai number 2506. Life cut short by illness at just 39 years old. Machio Hiraku knows not to take simple blessings for granted. When a godlike figure gives up gives him given a chance to live again, Hikaru has only the simplest of wishes for his new life: to be healthy, live peacefully, and speak the local language. And to spend his days on an idyllic farm. Fresh air, sunshine, honest work, and good company combine to form the happy, peaceful existence Hiraku has always dreamed of. So, this one feels, well, I don't want to say it's the same. It feels similar to, what was the one that we looked at? Feels similar to this one in terms of tone. It feels very slice of life, very like, uh, peaceful, just having a good time, not necessarily a whole bunch of like action, fighting like goblins or anything like that. So I have no idea if it's gonna be, if that means it's gonna be a good series by any means. But what can I say? Farming Life in Another World. It looks pretty, for sure. The art style is cute. These girls are cute. This guy, I have no idea if even if I squint, what this guy looks like. But it's a fantasy isekai slice of life. So as far as like those fantasy type of shows, definitely like my cup of tea as far as that is concerned. So what can I say? I hope it's good. Have I seen Ayakashi Triangle? Because that's the more fetishism. I think that was up here that we like talked about. Uh, no, I have not seen it, and to be frank, not really on my springboard to watch. Ooh, excuse me. All right, what do we got here? Bofori, I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense. It's a season 2, so let's see if I can read a season 1 here. She may be new to gaming, but Maple has found the secret to invincibility. Just put all your skill points to the defense until you can't even move. That works, right? She doesn't want to experience any pain in the VR MMO game she started playing, and somehow it works better than anyone expected. Now she's got followers? Huh. Okay, so it definitely seems like a cute type of series. I find, at least from what I've seen, usually these like isekai or fantasy shows that have a female heroine at the center usually are a lot more cute and a tad more wholesome than like the alternative. Not necessarily mean that it's good or whatever, but as far as this one is concerned, I can't really get a feel for it just because it seems to be really playing into this one gimmick that it has for maxing out your defense, and like that's great and all, but I have no idea if it can like span out that premise for 12 episodes, now 24 episodes. It looks pretty. I like this turtle thing, whatever this is, and it looks, yeah, it looks beautiful. It looks like a beautiful series, and that's about all I can say. I hope it's good. Spider Mom. You know what? Speaking of spider people, I think I remembered. I watched like the first half of that. What's it called? Uh, yeah, I'm a spider. So what? And premise wise, I enjoyed it, but like artistically, especially when we got to like the outside world of the spider stuff, was where I was like, oh snap, what is going on here? Everything was just like really cramped artistically, and I was like, I don't know if I could keep watching this, even though I kind of want to. Oh man, but yeah, maybe it got better. I don't know. A controversy with this series? Huh? I don't know. Maybe there is. Have I seen Demon Girl Next Door? No, I have not. Uh, is it any good? Just taking a moment to rest my voice, guys. I think we're nearing the halfway point of this, so all right. The Eminence in Shadow. Ooh. You know what? I've heard good things about this one, dude. Like, you know what? Let's just read the synopsis, then I'll jump into it. Not the main character and not the last boss. The one who lurks in the shadows of the storyline and holds all the power, hiding his true abilities by acting like a side character. The boy who longs to be a shadow broker lives an unobtrusive life as a side character, trying to gain magic power until he's killed in an accident and reincarnated into another world. Reborn as Sid Kaganu, the boy decides to enjoy himself in this other world with a made up scenario called the Eminence of Shadow. He starts fooling around with secret maneuvers against an evil cult that he was born from in his imagination. It turns out the cult really does exist. The girls he took on as his subordinates on a whim began worshipping Sid as Shadow. And before he knows it, Sid has become the true eminence in Shadow. Before long, Sid, along with his mysterious group, the Shadow Garden, will destroy the darkness of this new world. The strongest MC X overwhelming Shinobu X a serious comedy full of misunderstandings. Huh. So this is one of the things that like it kind of flew under my radar at first, but then I started hearing like really good stuff about it. And now I'm putting it more into my like consider watching this list. It's a 20 episodes. I was wondering about that because I know this came out last season too, so I guess it makes sense that this is like a two-core type of series. But yeah, story wise, it's definitely got something interesting going on. The cult thing actually existing, I haven't seen a lot of that before, so that seems like a lot of fun. Art style wise, I mean, it looks really dark in here, but from what the screenshots I've seen, it's not necessarily an indicator of what the show actually is. But it looks like a fun time. I'd say. I'd say even if I watch it, it's probably not gonna like disappoint me. Is what I would believe. So yeah, maybe I'll watch Eminence of Shadow. What do you guys think? It's a vigilante show until the MC dies by truckoon in the funniest ways. Oh wait, is that? Oh wait, was you guys talking about the demon girl next door? What they find the part demon? Oh, okay. Demon Girl Next Door sounds pretty good. Ice Cream Hero. Don't know if I necessarily would watch it, but maybe it's got good points for it. I don't know. Oh, so it's actually like a comedy that doesn't take itself too seriously. Ah, okay. So it is tricking me with this photo. God damn it. Yeah. So in that the case, maybe I will give it a watch. I should have known. Action, comedy, fantasy, isekai. Uh, that's a comedy. My Achilles heel right there. Okay. Hmm. Chilling in my 30s after getting fired from the Demon King's army. Oh shoot. Dariel, a dark soldier in the Demon King's army who cannot use magic, has risen to the position of assistant to the four generals and his talent and energy. However, since the four generals are replaced, Dariel is fired from the army. Dariel is devastated, but when he arrives in a human village, he finds that his adventuring skills, which are supposed to be useless on demons, have blossomed. Dariel decides to spend a second life in this village, and their quests start pouring in. So, you know what? This one is interesting. I mean, as far as like these Demon King type of shows goes, uh I like it. You know? I know I was just ragging on anime earlier about like it never has like characters in their 30s and like or as old as fuck, but so of course has to prove me wrong right now. But this show looks pretty watchable. Yeah. This girl is cute. She got some big bajonkers. So it's got that going for her. But yeah, nothing else really to say other than like it seems like it doesn't take itself too seriously. It seems pretty chill, as the subtitle says. He's chilling in his 30s. So, again, another series that is on my potential watch list. Oh, it's a parody? Oh, man. Uh, man, that gives me extra points there. Although, I found that when an isekai gets meta, uh, I find that to be a give or take situation because like even if you poke fun at like the premise of isekai and like how these typical tropes work out, if you're still doing the thing, you're not really doing anything different. You know what I mean? At least try to like mix up the trope and not just like point it out. You know what I mean? Let's see. By the Grace of the Gods, seasons two. Season two, which means time to go to the first. Only 39 years into life of full bad luck, Roma Takabayashi passes away in his sleep. Okay, at least it wasn't Truck-kun. Taking pity on him, three divine beings show compassion by reincarnating him as a young boy to a magical new world. Now he spends his time researching and caring for slimes. But after healing an injured traveler, Ryoma decides to set out with his new friends on a journey to use his power to help others. Hmm. So at the just on first impressions, it seems like by the books of just a regular guy. He dies, gets isekai'd, and he has this role to play. But one thing that does make it stand out is that he seems like a nice guy. At least there's that. He's not just like using his game knowledge to like battle all the demons and like slimes and whatever. I mean, well maybe he is. I have no idea with the show, but it's cute. It looks fun. What's the genres for this one? Let me see. Adventure, fantasy, isekai, slice of life. So okay. Uh, it might be good. What can I say? That's about all I can say, really. Dude, is Konosuba any good, guys? Like, I've seen people say that they either really like the comedy and it's hilarious, or they think it's just kind of meh. Based from what I've seen, it looks like something that I might be interested in, but I don't know, dude. Maybe I'll. Is Konosuba any good? What do you guys think? It's peak fiction, bro. Oh boy. Uh, it's decent. Hmm. Maybe it's some. Maybe it's one of those acquired taste type of series. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna rag on you guys if you like or not like the show, but definitely something to consider. Okay, yeah, Mary. Like, I think that's. I would agree with you. Maybe it's just not everybody's thing. Darkness is bad, or is she down bad, dude? KG File sequel. What the fuck is this show? The story is set in a world where unique kaiju suddenly begin to appear in various places around the world. Members of the United Nations Monster Observatory will explore a world where kaijus with great powers and humankind live together. It's an original, which is cool, but it also means like viewership is gonna be shit unless it's actually like really good. I have no idea what to make of this show at all, really. Looks like Godzilla. What can I say? Looks like a Tyranitar, honestly. But yeah, action, sci-fi. I can deal with action. Sci-fi, not necessarily the type of genre I would go for. But not something I would rule out if it has a good story to it. So I don't know, man. Maybe it's good. Thanks, Baron. Glad you loved the One Piece videos. Next video, probably after like one or two more videos, I would say. Hmm. Oh, I see. I think I saw a couple of you guys mentioning this one in the chat. I think. Let's see. The Ice Guy and his cool female colleague. The setting is a workplace where snowy white romance blows in like a blizzard. Himuro is a descendant of Yukionas living in modern times and a newbie office worker. When he gets emotionally overwhelmed, he ends up causing blizzards or starts building snowmen and igloos. Whenever his secret romantic feelings for his unique yet kind coworker Fuyutsuki intensify, he sometimes ends up freezing those around him. Then there's Fuyututsi. Everyone always sees her as the cool type, but Fuyutsuki is actually also pretty serious about her mysterious coworker Himuro. Their relationship continues to gradually evolve daily through work and work events. Eventually, they start to spend time with each other outside of work, but they're both a bit awkward when it comes to love, so they just can't seem to get closer. A heartwarming workplace fantasy rom-com starring a seemingly cool couple is about to begin. Okay, so first things first, office romance, top tier, top tier. I forget. I've seen. Just to give examples, Servant X Service, good series. Wotakoi, also good series. The Ice Guy and his cool female colleague. I hope it's a good series. But yeah, I'm a sucker for this type of romance story, guys. What can I say? Oh man, I think I saw the trailer for this one, actually, and it was interesting. Uh, I always thought Yukionas were exclusively female as far as the mythology goes. I'm not really up to date with Japanese mythical figures, so I could be wrong about that. But it's but if it's not, then it's a refreshing change of pace. Then, yeah, I'm definitely gonna give this one first episode watch. Sorry, guys. I would have put it in the potential to watch, but that office romance shit just like hooked me in, dude. What can I say? Ooh. Let's see here. Kubo won't let me be invisible. Junta Shiraishi has just one goal: to experience youth to the fullest. But this is easier said than done. Junta is so socially invisible that people at school would swear he skipped class even when he's sitting right behind them. Everything changes when Junta meets Nagisa Kubo. She's the only person who pays Junta any attention. And her constant teasing is sure to turn Junta's quiet life upside down because Kubo won't let him be invisible. Uh, okay. So, I'm getting Takagi-san vibes from this one, as well as Nagatoro vibes as well. Y'all know the genre. Introvert guy doesn't really talk much in class. Meets extroverted, very kind girl who teases him and basically like turns his whole world around. Like I said, Takagi-san has done that. Nagatoro has done it. My Dressed Up Darling has also done it. So it's a format that works. I'm not gonna lie. When it works really well. I don't like. Yeah, it's got the whole wish fulfillment thing going on there, but like I'm not gonna sweat the small stuff. I hope it's good. Smug teasing girls. That's got to be a whole genre right there, dude. It's like Naruto. It's like Nagatoro, but watered down. I hope not. Let's see. Season 2, go down. Oh, I think I've heard about this. Isn't this series a little bit older? In Spectre. When did this come out? Oh, not that old. A couple years. The 17-year-old Kotoko has a unique situation. When she was a child, she was kidnapped by spirits called yokai and returned missing one leg and one eye. Okay. Since then, she has been able to communicate with otherworldly foes and be both benevolent and dangerous. Kotoko is alone in her power until she learns that the crush she's watched from afar, Kuro, has had his own encounter with yokai. As if being touched by the supernatural wasn't enough, Kuro's personal life is also in shambles. Excuse me. With their shared experiences and understanding, Kotoko and Kuro form a partnership to deal with mysteries from ancient demons to the ghost of an idol, but for a girl who's used to dealing with spirits, winning love might prove to be the bigger challenge. Ooh. You know what? I was gonna write this off as something like very basic and not something I would watch, but I don't know. There's something about this that's like keeping my interest. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's because the whole romance factor seems to be an actual like relevant part instead of just there for like shipping purposes, you know? But artistically it looks interesting. Like these yokai have a really hard designs. They go hard. I don't know what this is, but this dude is lucky as fuck. If this is a girl. I mean, if it's a dude, he's also lucky as fuck. But yeah, it looks cute. It looks fairly interesting. I can't really say anything bad about that. Hmm. Maybe it's something that sort of fell under my radar and I should watch. Huh? I have not seen Miss Kurotsui from the Monster Development Department. I heard it's a fun short form series that doesn't take itself too seriously. So if it's good, it's good. Oh, it's pretty dark. Damn. You know what? That could also be pretty good. I'm not gonna roll that out. Let's see. I think the stream is working for you, Kale. If can you hear me? Let's see here. All right. Well, I'll keep an eye on the chat if somebody is unable to get in. Let's keep going here. The vampire dies in no time. Set in modern Japan, this is the story of a vampire hunter Ronald who enters the castle of Draluk. Okay, yeah. The immortal father of all vampire kind. Draluk, however, is actually the weakest vampire of them all, and he constantly dies and turns to ash. The missing children had already killed him several times and destroyed his castle too. So he goes to live with Ronald in his office in Shin Yokoyama. Draluk and Ronald work together to solve vampire related incidents all over Japan, but Draluk always dies at the worst moment. Oh man, you know, this one is giving me mad like early 2000s vibes, you know? That type of like wacky slapstick, very visual driven comedy where things are just like off the balls insane. I know that's not everybody's cup of tea, but I feel it's a dying genre that I feel like we need to bring back. You know, I want to have some wackiness in my like anime. You know what I mean? And it's Madhouse, and we all know. Oh, and we all know Madhouse has god tier animation. We all know that. So yeah, even though I said all that, I did not actually see the first Vampire Dies when it came out. Have any of you guys seen it? Seems like a very like high energy comedy. Oh, it really is that good, huh, guys? Wow. maybe I should see it. Oh man, I'm hearing really good stuff about this show. Thanks for the insight, guys. Uh, hmm. Damn, maybe I will watch it now. He's voiced by the guy who does Koro Sensei. God damn, I need to watch it now. Oh man, you sold me on that one, Mary. Ooh, this one. I also hear really good things about this one. I hear it's got like similar vibes to that vampire one. Let me see here. Welcome to Demon School, Iruma-kun. A boy's chaotic life in a prestigious boarding school for elite demons. Iruma Suzuki, human, 14, one day finds himself sold to the devil. To add to his predicament, his doting owner and self appointed grandpa is the principal at his new school. Now Iruma must deal with a haughty student who challenges him to a duel, a girl with adjustment issues, and so many more scary things. Can this ultimate pacifist dodge the slings and arrows that are flung his way? As he struggles financially, Iruma's innate kindness begins to win over enemies. So, this one is one of those shows where I thought it was just gonna be trash. I'm not gonna lie. I judged it by its cover, and like I am so ashamed of that. But honestly, from what I've heard off the grapevine, this show is like really fun and cute, and it's hilarious, and it just has that very old school shonen like One Piece type of comedy going for it. That I feel like I said, we need to bring that back, dude. We really need to bring that back. Uh, Demon stuff is actually like something that you can probably guess, not necessarily something that like catches my interest, but in this case, I think I'm willing to make an exception if they can like play around with the premise in interesting ways. Iruma-kun! Wow, you guys really love this show, huh? Oh, so he gets powerful at being a pushover, huh? Oh, damn. I don't usually see that type of like power ups before, but yeah, this is definitely on my to watch list eventually. Uh, yeah, what can I say? It's ticking like all my check boxes, dude. Comedy, demons, fantasy, isekai, school, shonen, supernatural. Holy shit, that's a crap ton of genres. Ah man, yeah. One of those days, one of these days, I'm gonna watch this for sure. Let's see, sorcerer stab an orphan. Hmm. A sorcerer who was once the top student at the famous Tower of Fang now spends his time chasing around his hopeless clients as a moneylender, at least until his client comes up with a plan to make money. Marriage fraud. Holy shit. Unwillingly being dragged into the plan, Orphan encounters a monster who has long been since his goal since the day he left the Tower of Fang. Between those who seek to kill the monster and Orphan, giving everything to protect the monster, his lousy but peaceful days end. Trying to get back to his sister Azali, back to her true form leads to many more mysteries and the key to the success of the world. Mmm. Mm. So, I don't know, man. I'm getting mixed vibes from this one. Like artistically, it looks like god tier, like legit. Premise wise, it it feels like a little cluttery. Not that could that be a bad thing. Maybe that's just how the synopsis is being made. But yeah, I'm not sure what to make of it, to be honest. It feels like it's really good in some ways and like kind of mid in other ways. Uh, I'm not usually one to like judge things based off a community rating. I'd rather like see it for myself, but like it's definitely not like uh, doing it any favors. Oh crap! It's Studio Dean. Oh no, the Studio Dean curse. Uh, I don't know, man. Like, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna shit on Studio Dean too much. You guys aren't here for that. But yeah, definitely has some things that are like keeping me away. Even though some things do seem pretty interesting. Yeah, dude. As far as like regular shows concerned, not for everyone. It's kind of a dude bro show. Not gonna lie, but it gets a lot better going on. Yeah, maybe one of these days I'll do Mordecai's a simp videos. What do you guys think of that? Oh wait, oops, I just clicked on that one. You know what? My friends have seen Seven Deadly Sins, dude, and uh I've seen the first episode. It's not bad by any means. I thought it was doing really good for what it was. The fan service was kind of like gratuitous, but it's whatever. I did see that trailer that just came out, and I was like, "Oh no!" I'm not. I don't usually dunk on CG in anime, even though I know a lot of people do. Cause like it works when it has a purpose, but when you use it like that, like I saw in the trailer, it was like, "Oh no, this does not bode well." See, Mama, let's see, Mamachi Mamako, daily life of a neat. Mamako is a neat, not in education, employment, or training, young woman who lives with her dog Komanchi and her three cats, Tabi, Simba, and Mero. I'll do my best, starting tomorrow, is Mamako's motto, and her daily life is a little bit normal, a little bit fun, and a little bit strange. Hmm, okay, okay. Definitely different from a lot of this other stuff that we've been seeing. This has very what's that one anime that's been around a long time? Crayon Shin Chan. It's got that kind of art style going for it. Uh, Maybe it's like a Josei. What's the genre called? Josei type of anime. You know, like for older women. So maybe that's the one. Maybe that's what they're going for here. So yeah, definitely different as far as from what I'm used to, but not necessarily in a bad way. It looks cute. It looks fun and wholesome. What can I say? Is this a short form? Oh, it is a short form. That kind of figures. Like, holy shit, 48 episodes, huh? Oh, this one has been ongoing. Okay, okay, okay. It's one of those type of series. Yeah, probably will interest you if this is your type of thing. But other than that, yeah, not bad. Yeah, dude, Chainsaw Man handled the CG like very well, I would say. Like it's obvious when it does it, but they do it in ways where it just enhances like the movements and it's trying to emphasize particular actions and not just doing it as like a shortcut, you know? Misfit of Demon Academy number 2. Alright, here we go. The tyrannical Demon King has been reincarnated after 2,000 years. However, his suitability to the academy that educates candidates to become the new Demon King renders him a misfit. Anos Voldegord was a tyrannical demon king that eradicated humans, spirits, and even the gods, but became bored of eternal warfare and reincarnated with dreams of a peaceful world. However, what awaited him in reincarnation after 2,000 years were descendants who became too weak after being accustomed to peace, and all sorts of magic that deteriorated to the extreme. Anos entered Demon King Academy that gathers and educates those who are viewed as the reincarnation of the Demon King, but the Academy could not see through his true powers and ends up branding him as a misfit. Okay, so that's why it happened. Furthermore, they already assumed that the legendary Demon King was someone completely different. While everyone insults him as inferior, he counts Misha, the one girl sympathetic to his cause, as his subject. The misfit Demon King raises up the hierarchy of the demon world. Divine providence, destiny, miracles, before my eyes, they all grovel and are eradicated. So, you guys are gonna flame me hard for this one, but not something I'm that interested in watching. Evidently, it's very popular. However, these type of series where it feels like it's just taking very popular tropes of like demon lords and academies and a harem of girls. It feels like it's throwing it all into like a pot of soup and just expecting it to work out well without really like making the flavors like mesh as they should, you know? I know that's like a pretty bullshit analogy right there, but that's the best way it's putting it for me. But then again, I could be wrong. I would like to be wrong in this regard, and maybe it's actually God tier, you know? But just off of personal preference alone, I can't say this is something that I am that interested in watching. All right, thank you for stopping by, Detective Steve. You have yourselves a good night. Really appreciate you stopping by my chat, and you have a good rest of your evening. It's trash for those who want it, basically. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, like power fantasy stuff, dude. Like, oh man, that's a hit or miss for me. Like, if it's just power fantasy, just for like, just so the viewer can feel like super OP, it's not really my thing. I want to see. I like seeing growth. I know that's very like traditionalist as far as like stories are concerned, but like I like seeing people like grow and change. You know, that's just me. Monogatari. Oh no, wait, never mind. Mononogatari. Okay, okay. I was gonna say that was a basic title. uh, I mean, I thought about the whole PNG tuber thing when I was like looking up OBS stuff for doing the stream, but I realized that not really the type of brand that I want to go for. Uh, Not to say I can't make it work, but at the moment I think I'm comfortable with what I've got so far artistically. Filled with rage against spirits known as Tsukumogami, Kunato Hyama is sent to live with Nagatsuki Botan to help him see a different side. Though both are part of a clan to return the spirits back to their world with divine powers, their experiences with the otherworldly vessels are vastly different. Kunato robbed of a loved one, and Nagatsuki saved by them. Can she get through to him? Huh. Okay, okay. I was just reading it over because I was getting a little confused with this premise, but yeah, I think I understand what it is now. Um, it feels like it's very unassuming, at least from what I'm getting. If I definitely see natural growth for this series based on like uh this guy Nagatsuki and him trying to be a better person and this girl like helping him. So it feels has like a very like obvious projection of where it wants to go. But then again, it could be very basic and very like by the books. I don't know. Artistically, it looks fun. It's got a bit of an edge to it, but not like super dark, which I appreciate. Looks like it's one of those very like fighting monsters type of things, but in a very like grounded sort of way. So I don't know. It's a scene in supernatural and action, so there's a lot of interesting things going on here. What can I say? Okay, Mo Ipon. Hmm. After one tournament and an embarrassing loss in the final round, Michi decides to call it quits on the sport of judo. Between high school social activities and entrance exams, she'll have no time to compete in the martial arts she loves most. But putting aside old hobbies is a normal part of growing up. Yeah, don't I know it? Still, the love of judo lingers, and it comes back full force when she meets her new classmate Toa, the girl who bested Michi in her final match. Toa wants to form a judo club at their school, but she'll need new members to get it up and running. United by their love of judo, they'll throw in their passions into the ring and score Ippon once again. And then they'll make out. uh, yeah. This definitely feels like I said, cute girls doing cute things, with judo as the gimmick, but as we all know from other such shows as like a place in the universe and evidently Bochi the Rock, this could be something that ends up being really good and actually like takes the judo premise in every direction that it could possibly do, and art style wise, it looks cute. It looks adorable. Um, what can I say? Maybe it's fun and cute. This girl looks like a bitch, but like that's not necessarily bad. Uh, yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll watch it and actually watch my very first martial arts anime. Well, you know. Oh yeah, dude, that one Mononogatari sounds like it'd be really bad for SEO. Okay, so it's pretty generic, but in a kind of good way. All right. Oh, Boji the Rock has YouTuber stuff. Oh shit, dude. Oh, I'm gonna get called out if I watch it. But honestly, I think Boji the Rock is the one series from this season that I'll most likely be watching on the side. Thank you. Happy New Year to you as well. Near Automata version 1.18. Wait a minute. Is this the Okay, I don't know. I was thinking of X Arm, and we all know that was shit, but uh let's see what this is about. The distant future 5012. The sudden aerial invasion of Earth by aliens and the creation's machine life forms led mankind to the brink of extinction. The surviving number of humans who took refuge on the moon to organize a counterattack using android soldiers to recapture Earth. However, a war reaches a stalemate as the machine life forms continue to multiply infinitely. In turn, humanity deploys a new unit of android soldiers as their ultimate weapon, Uraha. Newly dispatched to Earth to be joined as the analysts currently stationed there, where amid their mission, they encounter a myriad a mysterious phenomenon. This is the story of these lifeless androids and their endless fight for the sake of mankind. So, I like androids, dude. Like, there's a lot you can do with androids. You know, you can go the basic route of like, they discover their humanity. They find free will. You know, the usual sci-fi stuff. So premise wise, it definitely seems something that I could potentially be interested in. However, I have not heard good things about this. I'm not gonna lie. I heard like animation wise, it's kind of janky, but uh, I don't know, man. Maybe I'll wait to see what people think about it before actually giving a straightforward thought on that. You know. Boop. Oh, it's based off a video game? Yeah, that makes sense. Nindion animation. No synopsis. Okay. What does that mean? Oh, okay. Okay. So this is like oh, it's a short and it's a spin-off off of Love Live. Huh. Okay, okay. Okay, fine. I'll read it. Love Live Nijigisaki Gakuen School Idol Dokukai. Love Live Nijigisaki High School Idol Club. Nijigisaki High School is known for their diverse subjects and the freedom to give the students and the freedom they give students. Second year student Yu Takasaki has been turned on to the charms of school idols, so she knocks on the door of the school idol club with a friend Yumi Urihara. Sometimes friends, sometimes rivals, the members of the club each contribute their own thoughts and motivations to the group. Okay, so between this and this, idol anime, especially as big as this one, I think it really depends on your personal taste. You know what I mean? Like, I hear that it's really, really, really good if you like idol stuff, but if you do not, it's not something that's gonna like capture your interest. I mentioned before that idol stuff isn't really my thing, other than Zombieland Saga. So I will most likely won't be watching this for those reasons. But if it's good, knock yourself out, guys. Have I seen or heard of reincarnated as a sword? I, the name is familiar, but I don't think I've actually seen anything about what it is. Negan Fushin, adventurers who don't believe in humanity will save the world. The city of Turin in the Holy Kingdom of Dinitz is a melting pot of races and professions. Adventurers looking to get a quick-witted merchants, singing and dancing bars, nobles, holy men, beast folk, and more. The town itself is so labyrinthine that it's been nicknamed the Labyrinth Town. Nick, a heartbroken light warrior who has been kicked out of the martial arts adventuring party and deceived by his lover, is a resident of the city. Fed up with everything, he visits a bar only to find bad food, adventurers living it up, and uninteresting table mates. He drowns his sorrow in lukewarm beer. All of his irritation and discontent burst forth in one declaration: humans can't be trusted! He thought he was only voicing his own frustration, but in reality, the statement came from four voices. Thus begins the adventure of four people who each carry their own scars. Hold up. I think I heard this one. I might have actually seen the trailer for it too. It's this is the one where like these like, for lack of a better word, D&D party members got screwed over in one way or another. They all meet up in a bar and now they all want to seek revenge. Is that right? I think that's the one I saw. Yeah, premise wise, it's actually both premise and artistic wise, it seems pretty interesting. No idea if it'll actually be good though. It feels like one of those gimmicks that could easily wear thin, but perhaps not, of course. Uh, what can I say? Uh, who's animating this? Geek Toys? I think they're fairly new for a studio, so I have really no idea what their track record is. But yeah, it definitely feels like something that I would at least give a one episode watch, at least for me. All right, let's see what else we got here. Nukamono Tachi no Yoro. The Tale of Outcast. The demon by her side is her salvation. The girl by his side is his pastime. Their encounter in the late 19th century British Empire begins the tale of a search for some place to belong. To their fellow outcasts, this demon and girl whisper their tale in the dark of night. Okay, so I don't know, really. The synopsis is pretty bare, not gonna lie. But from what I can see, it feels like a very straightforward outcasts who don't have any place to be in this fantasy world come together and sort of like grow and find a place to belong. And by the book, that is a always something that interests me. But other than that, I'm not sure what else is really selling me on this one. Again, not to say it's like anything bad or whatever, but I don't know. It's a fantasy shonen, so you can't go that wrong, can you? Do I like anime fighting games? Afraid. Well, I don't hate it, but that's mostly because I never played them really. Uh, I know there's like a Shonen Jump fighting game that came out years ago. That one looks fun. Hmm. Let's see here. Oh boy. Onemai, I'm now your sister. Oh boy. Sweet home Alabama. Mahiro Oyama was just a normal, erotic, game loving dude until he woke up one morning as a woman. Turns out his mad scientist little sister, Mihari, tried out one of her new experiments on him with a disastrous outcome. As far as my hero is concerned, but Mihari is as determined to study him as he is determined to go back to a shut in game playing life. And one thing's for sure, life is going to get a whole lot weirder from here on out. Okay, so I'm guessing that this is gonna be dude turns into a girl gender bender kind of series, which I got mixed feelings on that. Not because of the well, yeah, partly because of the whole gender is a fluid thing, but also I don't know. This seems like someone's fetish. Am I the only one seeing this? Uh, but yeah, it feels very moe. The girls are all cute. The colors are actually very nice, and there's a lot of and artistically there's a lot of round corners here, and it honestly looks colorful, and I like that. But everything else is giving me what can I say? It's getting me sussy vibes. Not gonna lie. Let's see. Oh yeah, dude. He's probably gonna like flick himself in that show. Well, no, but we're all thinking that. Kaina of the Great Snow Sea. In another world, an ever growing sea of snow has engulfed the planet's surface. The people struggle to survive living around the roots of the massive orbital tree, whose branches spread into the celestial membrane high above the ground. Change comes to his dying world after Kaina, a boy from the celestial membrane, encounters a girl from the surface called Ririha. Huh. Okay, okay. So, this one has it's giving me vibes of that one anime. Was it like to your eternity or something like that? But I have no idea if it's like in any way like the same. But beyond that, it seems like a very straightforward survival against the odds kind of show. A person from the outside meets a person from the inside. They learn about each other's struggles, and then they have to learn to overcome said difficulties of this world and learn to thrive. At least that's what I'm getting for here. Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. What can I say? This is artistically, it looks pretty cool. Uh, yeah, it feels like it has one of those things where it's like starts very dark and could be very like a lot of terrible shit happens to these people. But I'm hoping it at least has like there's a hopeful light in this series. You know, that's not just like super bleak. Mm-hmm. Three anime crossover: One Piece, Dragon Ball, and Toriko. No, I have not heard about that. It sounds pretty ballsy. And it sounds cool for sure. Yeah, dude. I feel you, man. Trying to watch anime with your dad has been not as always been successful. He's not real. My dad isn't really like into the super dark stuff. However, I did get him to watch Odd Taxi, which is totally his thing, by the way. Uh, because it has that very like money heist mystery intrigue type of series that he likes. So if you ever want to watch, if you ever want to introduce an anime to your parents, guys, get a feel for what their interests are in and select an anime based off of that. If you want to get your parents into anime, that has been my go-to routine there. Let's see. The angel next door spoils me rotten. My hero is a beautiful girl whose classmates call her an angel. Not only is she the star athlete with perfect grades, she's also drop dead gorgeous. Amane is an average guy and self admitted slob. He has never thought much of the divine beauty, despite attending the same school. Everything changes, however, when he happens to see my hero sitting alone in the park during a rainstorm. Thus begins the strange relationship between this incredibly unlikely pair. I don't know, man. Like it could be cute and wholesome and romantic, but it's giving me very, very, very wish fulfillment vibes. I'm not gonna lie about that. I don't. I never really understood like do beautiful chicks just randomly go up to like people who don't talk? I don't think that's any way believable. At least as far as I remember, people don't really engage with you unless you give them like a legitimate reason to. I'm just saying. Uh, but you know, maybe I'm just too much of a boomer, and I'm a little jaded in regards to that. Maybe it'll be fun and wholesome. I hope it is. Hell yeah, I'm continuing One Piece. Yo, here we go, here we go. Okay, so you guys can probably tell I'm a massive Pokemon fan. I saw this special here, and it was great, dude. It's very much what you come expect from a typical Pokemon episode. Ash is like helping out a random person. Team Rocket steals Pikachu. They blast off. Ash learns or helps the other person with some Pokemon problem. Yada yada. So it's very basic, but not. Well, I don't want to give anything away, but it's one of those things where it's like it's very much doing what it's always done, but explores just a little something that's a little bit different from normal, and then you sort of get that feeling of like, okay, this is what Pokemon is, and it's probably always going to be that, but the world of this Pokemon, at least for Ash and Pikachu, is something that will always have possibilities, and that's like the story and vibe that the special was going for. So yeah, if you like Pokemon in any way, I recommend you watch this one. Have I seen terrible writing advice? I think I've seen that channel a couple of times. I don't recall much from it just because I have a bullshit memory. But I think I enjoyed the content when I last watched it. Whoo, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What can I say about this? This is gonna be. This is gonna break me, dude, when I eventually get to the last episode of this. It's the. For those who don't know, Ash is finally getting his ass out of here. No more Ash Ketchum for all y'all after 25 years. He's being kicked to the curb. And these final 11 episodes are going to conclude his journey. And supposedly it'll answer the ultimate question of what the fuck is a Pokemon Master? And it's going to be something that, for me, it's going to be probably the hardest thing I'm going to watch in recent memory. Just because I love Pokemon so much and the anime, and I'm curious to see like how many like quote unquote loose ends they tie up with this show. I don't expect too much because it's Pokemon. They do whatever the fuck they want, but I'm hoping that at least at the end of this, it will come out being pretty satisfactory. That's about all that I can hope for. So yeah, if you're like me and you've actually watched every episode of Pokemon, then I already know you're gonna watch this. Bro, he's been 10 for 25 years. He is not turning 11 anytime soon. No, I did not watch American Dad. Uh, I'm curious. I don't know about that show, to be honest. Never watched it. Pony Runes. Huh. Anime following the daily life of Pony Runes, a mysterious creature who love to be coddled, and Yuka, a fourth grade girl who loves soft, squishy things. So, I can already tell this is definitely not part of most of y'all's demographic, including me. I mean, if you're one of the few people here who might have kids already, then who knows? Maybe you should see this one. I have no idea. It's cute. Looks like it'd be good for kindergartners up to like elementary school. So, what can I say? It's cute. Nah, man. If Meowth evolves, I'm rioting, dude. He does not deserve the Persian treatment. Let's see. Revenger. A master assassin, Yusei Yuen, looks into a series of assassinations made on the Grand Samurai clan, the Satsuma. He encounters Kurumi Raizo, member and survivor of one of the attacks. Together, they discover the true nature of these murders is bigger than over stolen resources. As they get closer to the truth, will they come out alive to exact revenge? Hmm. I don't know, dude. This definitely has more of a historical vibe to it, and I know that for a lot of people, you're gonna eat that shit up. But unfortunately, history was my worst subject in school, and I always have a hard time getting into those type of shows. Not because they're bad by any means, but I like stories where the big draw is with the people, and I don't know if I'm getting that specifically with this series, but for what it's worth, I hope it is a good series. Yeah, dude, uh I finished Alabasta a while back, and like I'm probably gonna watch that remade episode of it just because I forgot a whole bunch of important stuff that people are gonna comment on. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna like look at that at some point. Let's see. What's got here? Saving 8,000 gold in another world for my retirement. Mitsuha is an 18-year-old girl who's often mistaken for a middle schooler due to her childlike face and small stature. The story begins when she loses her parents and her older brother at the same time in an accident and ends up all alone in the world. Oh no! She fails her university entrance exams due to the shock of losing her family. There are people who are after her parents' insurance money. She doesn't know whether she should go to college or start working. There are also lots of expenses to worry about, including living expenses and the cost of maintaining the house. Don't I know it? One day, as she worries about how she'll survive, she's given the world jumping ability by a mysterious being that allows her to go back and forth between this world and an isekai. Huh. Now that she has this ability, she comes with a plan for the future in which she saves 100 billion yen in each world for a total of 2 billion yen. 8,000 gold coins. Okay, okay. Wow. This is an isekai story, but it's definitely not something I was expecting. For one, we're going back and forth between the isekai world and the our world. I don't see a lot of that like ever in these type of stories, at least in Japan. But uh, premise wise, it seems I've never really seen something like this before. What can I say? Like earning enough money for your retirement, trying to ward off people trying to get your inheritance, and yeah, this is one of those series like to give a comparison to Ascendance of a Bookworm. It feels like something that could be a lot bigger than it initially lets on. So I'm definitely interested to see like where it's gonna go with this story. Let's see here. Reincarnation of the strongest exorcist in another world. You can't be happy if you're just strong, even if you're the strongest exorcist in the world. Exorcist Haruyoshi Kuga, called an unrivaled genius, is betrayed by the imperial court and about to die. Resolving to be happy in his next life, he uses a secret reincarnation technique he created and reincarnates in another world. And so he receives a new name, Seika, and a new life. What I lacked in my previous life was cunning. In this life, I'll be more calculating and find happiness. Okay. Wait a minute. I thought he was a genius. Oh, okay. So that makes sense. Intelligence and wisdom and I guess charisma are totally separate stats to put in D&D terms. So that's why he is going the more calculating path. Oh, there's more. With the strongest exorcist techniques and strong demons working with him, what lies ahead for him? The peaceful life he wants, or this is the start of the story no one's ever seen before, the story of the strongest exorcist in the fantasy world. Is this really something no one's ever seen before? I feel like this is at least somewhere has at least tackled something similar to this, but I digress. it feels it feels it's got that power fantasy thing going for it, which initially turned me off, but it does seem to hint at potential growth for this guy. Like he's actually going to be learning to be a better person to some degree. We have these girls, which I don't know who the fuck they are. If they're going to be just part of his harem or whatever. So yeah, this could either be really good or really Uh, but as always, I hope it's good. Okay, let's see. Okay, it looks like we're about 75% of the way there. Let's see. Mhm. Oh yeah, why don't they just get a lawyer? The Fruit of Evolution 2. Before I knew it, my life had it made. Is this was this a sequel? I think it's a sequel. Oh yeah, it is. High school student Hirigi Seiichi is bullied by his classmates for being a loser. One day, his entire school is suddenly transported to a video game world, like world of sources and sorcery. When he accidentally eats the fruit of evolution, his life as a successful winner begins. Okay, okay, pretty bare bones synopsis. Yeah, let's see. You know what? Fuck it. I'll read this one too. Welcome to Barbados Magic Academy's newest teacher, Seiichi. The first thing on his syllabus is to be the school savior, but it'll be tested with beautiful teachers and crazy students. Disciplinary action and colleague and camaraderie isn't even half of it because the demon cult is on the move to revive the devil. Not only is the academy in danger, the world is. Can Seiichi protect them all? Okay. So, I'm not gonna lie, man. This pink ape thing is the most interesting thing about about this premise. Uh, yeah, I'm not sure why. Well, actually, I know why that is. It just stands out artistically. But yeah, I don't know what the story is going for. It feels like a comedy with potential drama and a lot of fantasy. Uh, Feels like a mismatch of a few different things, and that could potentially uh, be a drawback, but it could also end up working in its favor if it just really hones in on all the absurdity. So yeah, potentially a good series. Yeah, you know, you got a point there, Mary. Isekai was pretty heavy back in the last decade prior to this, and now it's all isekai. Uh, I guess that's just the changing of the times, you know. Anime just follows whatever's popular. When once that dies down, a new trend will rise up. I don't know what's gonna come after isekai, if and or if ever it'll start pulling itself back a bit, but I hope it's something interesting. That's all. Interesting. Oh, for real? Oh man, that brings it down a little bit if the gorilla becomes a waifu. Oh well. Spy Kyoshitsu. Spy Classroom. Conflict ravaged nations now deploy covert operatives instead of missiles. Lily is recruited into spy training, but her practical skills are absolutely abysmal. Desperate to pass, she leaps at the chance to join the mysterious Tomoshibi team. Too bad the team is filled with even more hopeless spies. Together, they must conquer the impassable mission and best their genius instructor, but the true purpose behind their classroom is more harrowing than they can ever imagine. Huh. So, okay, so this is one of those series where it feels unbelievable in that a lot of teenage girls are being recruited as a particular job they have no business being a part of. I think kind of like Girls in Panzer, if you remember that. Basically, girls uh, are there to take on jobs that don't normally seem plausible. Like where I don't know would the military and the government really hire high school girls to do these type of jobs? But whatever, it's anime. But yeah, the girls are cute. I'll give it that. Definitely waifu material, and hopefully it ends up being a lot better than the premise lets on. I hope so. I don't know if it's an anime original. Maybe it is. Action, comedy, mystery, romance. Is this a romance, huh? Is this a Yuri series? Because I'm not seeing any testosterone here. My favorite episode of Amphibia? Oh, dude. There's a lot. I'm gonna take the easy answer and go with the hardest thing, the finale, dude. Uh, if only for the sole reason that it made me cry. And not many shows have ever made me cry before. So I gotta give it props for doing something that is very rare for me. So yeah, that's my favorite episode of Amphibia. Sugar Apple Fairy Tale. In a world where fairies are bought and sold to the highest bidder, humans aren't exactly on friendly terms with fae folk. But friendship is exactly what Anne Halford seeks with Chow, her new fairy bodyguard. Though he's not keen on the idea, as his new master, Anne tasks him with escorting her through a particularly dangerous area. With a reluctant bodyguard eager to escape a life of servitude, she'll have to deal with a lot more than she bargained. Ha. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is a shojo series. Which, again, I always welcome more shojo series, just because like we get one like every 10 years or so. But yeah, this sounds like one of those type of series that could potentially be very, very, very good. Uh, there's not much to go off based off the premise, but it seems like something that could go in many different ways. The characters are appealing. The fantasy world looks, I mean, it seems like a typical fantasy world, but there's a whole lot of flowers, so it's pretty. Uh, I want this one to be good. Yeah, that's what I'll say. I want it to be good. Maybe it is Jose. Uh, Nothing to indicate whether it is or not. It doesn't have any shoujo or josei tags, so not sure what to make of it. It's romance, so I'm guessing it's gonna be this girl and her bodyguard are gonna potentially hook up at the end of it. And damn, that's one of my romance tropes that I love, dude. Like bodyguard and the person they're protecting. Hell yeah. Okay. Stay hydrated, folks. Technoroid Overmind. The story of a wretched, beautiful android is set on the entertainment tower Babel, the new source of hope for humanity after climate change has submerged the world underwater. Several unique musical unions compete to rise. Oh, excuse me. Compete to rise to the top of Babel by moving the hearts of both humans and androids with their performances. Huh. Okay. So it definitely has very idolish vibes to it. So again, not normally my cup of tea, but I mean, it definitely has some type of originality going for it. Humanity being submerged underwater, that's new. And androids, I do like androids as a concept. So I'm I'll see what people say about this before really looking into it. Hmm. Climate change idol anime, yeah, like sounds like something that could actually work, like crazy enough to work, if you know what I mean. The magical revolution of the reincarnated princess and the genius young lady. Despite her supposed ineptitude with regular magic, Princess Anisphia defies the aristocracy's expectations by developing magicology, a unique magical theory based on memories from her past life. One day, she witnesses the brilliant noblewoman Euphyllia unjustly stripped of her title as the kingdom's next monarch. Oh shit. That's when Anisphia concocts a plan to help Euphyllia regain her good name, which somehow involves them living together and researching magic. Little do these two ladies know, however, that their chance encounter will alter not only their own futures, but those of the kingdom and the entire world. Damn, that's a very convincing synopsis right there. Oh man. Oh, I knew it. I was getting Yuri vibes from this one, dude. Oh man, Yuri. Uh, that gives it like 2 extra points. Just by being Yuri alone. I know that's shallow as fuck, but what can you do? But yeah, but in all honesty, the premise actually seems pretty interesting. It seems like the type of show that it starts off fairly like not very actiony, basically setting up the premise and like setting up the characters and their dynamics before really dumping into all of the dramatic and magic and action shit. And you know me, with shows like Amphibia and the Owl House and shows and other similar series, that's my bread and butter right there. So this is one I could see being very, very popular if done right. Oh yeah, oh dude, I can't. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna get to Oshino Ko. I know it's coming out, but we'll wait for that. Oh, it actually is that good, huh? Damn, this is definitely on my watch list now. Legends of Heroes: Trails of Cold Steel Northern War. Septian calendar year 1205. Lavi was born in Northumbria, the poorest region in northern Zemuria. She enlists in the Northern Jaegers, the largest in the continent, to protect her hometown and distinguish herself from her grandfather Vlad, who was once a hero but betrayed Northumbria. Her devotion to her missions has often earned her violations of regulations, and one day she is ordered to assemble a platoon with Martin, Issyria, and Talion for an impossible spy mission to Erebonia to gather information on the Imperial Hero, a mysterious threat to Northumbria. Whew, man. Uh, anyone else getting Strange World vibes from this? Like very loosely. I know nobody watched that Disney movie, but if you have, I'm getting that kind of vibe here. But uh, yeah, I'm not sure what to make of this, to be honest. It looks cool. It definitely feels like it's got style points for sure. Uh, these types of hero stories, they tend to either sell me or turn me off based on what the overall like what can I how can I say this, the end goal is, the projected end goal is. Like usually we'll say like Legend of Korra, there was a very obvious trajectory of like what's gonna change and what's gonna like ultimately happen with the character. This one, it does have that, but it's a little bit harder to dissect. I don't know if it's just the genre itself that's making me a little biased against it, but yeah, I hope it's good. Oh, it's based off a video game. Yeah, I kind of figured. Tokyo Revengers. Ooh, 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 ooh. So, I have a cousin who watched this, and she enjoyed it. And I have a very basic idea of what it is. He was a freelancer that reached the absolute pitch of despair in his life, found his own girlfriend in life, and dating in middle school, and be killed by ruthless Tokyo Manji gang. Trapped by a herd of people back at 12 years back in time. I decided revenge on his girlfriend, saving his girlfriend, changing himself that he's been running away from. Okay, okay, okay. So, from what I understand, This show started off really really good, but then how can I say this non-spoilery? Then it took a nosedive. I don't know if that's right or I don't know if that actually happened or not, but at least that's what I've been hearing. Uh, so, uh, yeah, I don't know, man. That's kind of the thing when you find out a show will potentially be bad. It sort of like steers you away from ever starting it. And I don't know, man. That's gonna knock it down for me a little bit. Oh boy, yeah. I see you guys in the chat. Oh man, is it? It looks like it's gonna be pulling the Game of Thrones on us, eh? So yeah, most likely I likely won't be watching it, but uh, if it's good, I'm glad that it's good for what it is. Tomo-chan wa Onanoko. Mm-mm. Boyish high school girl Tomo Aizawa, Tomo-chan, wants her childhood friend Junshiro Kubota to see her as an actual girl, but every attempt ends up in vain. Will Junichiro ever realize Tomo's romantic feelings toward him? Probably not. um, yeah, this is one of those romance series. It's very simple. It's very straightforward, and I hear it's very popular too. Like, I see people like talk about this shit all the time on like Reddit and stuff, and like, uh, and that's actually like hella popular. Oh, I can see. Oh yeah, you guys are you guys agree, huh? It really is that funny, huh? Hmm. Well, if you know me by now, I'm a sucker for all manner of romance and cute shenanigans. So, damn, I might actually watch this one. Not gonna lie, this is definitely on my "you gotta watch this" list. Man, y'all are really selling me on that one. Okay, okay, we'll see how that goes. Campfire cooking in another world with my absurd skill. Makuta Tsuyoshi, an ordinary salaryman, is suddenly transported to another world one day. The unique skill he gains upon arrival in this world is seemingly useless online grocery. Makoto is discouraged at first, but the modern foods he's able to bring to his new world using this skill prove to have some unbelievable effects. Yeah, we already have that power here, dude. It's called Uber Eats. So again, this seems like a type of show that really has one whole gimmick going for it, and if it can really like explore everything it can with that one gimmick, then it could potentially be an amazing series. But other than that, I'm not sure what else I can say about it. It seems more on the wholesome side as far as isekai goes. So it definitely has that going for it tonally. Uh, it also has apparently floating girl heads as well, and whatever this boss looking thing is, and whatever this adorable slime thing as well. So, hmm, 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 hmm. This is something I'm gonna keep an eye on this one. Definitely seems like there's something going on. Oh, it's one of those really chill anime. Oh, it's a food porn anime. Oh, jeez. Oh man, that's one of the things. That's one of my weaknesses right there. Food porn and anime. God damn, I might have to see that now. Trigun Stampede. Hmm. Oh, okay, so it is the next series in the Trigun franchise. Unfortunately, there's no synopsis for this one, so and I have no idea if these shows just follow the same character all the way around. So it looks like it. I think I saw the spiky haired goo dude. Yeah, I think it is. Okay. Vash the Stampede is a wanted gunslinger with a habit of turning entire towns into rubble. His path to destruction reaches across the wastelands of a desert planet. Oddly enough, for such an infamous outlaw, there is no proof he's ever taken a life. Huh. In fact, he's a pacifist who's more doofus than desperado. There's definitely a whole lot more to Vash than his reputation lets on. Ooh, 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 ooh. Mm. This is old as fuck. At least this original one, isn't it? 1998. Oh shit. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if the remake or whatever. Well, I don't even know if it's a remake. Maybe it's an actual like sequel. But whatever it may be, I think this is one of those like iconic anime, right? Right? I've at least heard about it, so like think it's been very popular, at least in its heyday. So what can I say other than that? The dude seems like a likable guy. Uh, you know, he seems very charming. He seems to be very like kind at least. The girls are cute. Uh, and it looks like they have a lot of it looks like they're part of the action as well, which I appreciate. So, yeah. Eh, I'm not feeling the art. I'm not feeling the art style for this remake though. I kind of like this old school style, you know, with all like the highlights and like just a very like desolate but like very happy desolate kind of look. Whereas this one just seems, for the lack of better word, CGI-fied, if you know what I mean. But what can you do? Hey, Airy Creations. Yeah, no need to be sorry you're late. Glad to have you around. Let's see here. So we're nearing the end here, and I might have to lower my voice just a little bit, guys, just cause like I kind of got my folks ready to go to bed, but it's no big deal. We don't have too much left to go over. See, Endo and Kobayashi Live, the latest of Sundere Villainous Les Liesulat. I cannot pronounce these names for shit. Endo and Kobayashi just decided to play magical romance, an otome game featuring a devious villainess named Liesulat. I don't know, Liesulat. Kobayashi thinks Liesulat is a traditionally dastardly villain, but Endo insists Liesulat is just misunderstood. The pair bicker and argue about Liesulat's character and motivations, but little they know that Lieslot's in-game fiance can hear their every word, and their colorful chatter will lead him down a completely different path than his character is supposed to tread. Okay, okay. I heard really good things about this show. This, at least this, it's a light novel. Okay, I've heard really good things about this light novel. Um, I mean, everyone loves these villainous otome game stories, right? Like, I'm a sucker for like evil bitches. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, but, uh, this one actually has something interesting going for it. Like, I wasn't expecting. I was expecting like another traditional isekai where like the guy or whoever enters the fantasy world, seduces the villainess, makes her into a better person, yada yada yada, or something like that. But this one, dude, I heard the premise is really good, both artistically and just how it like plays out. Like I think it goes back and forth between whatever these two are saying and what their words are affecting this guy to whatever do. It's I hear it's very it's very meta with the comedy, from what I understand. Which I love meta as comedy. So, oh fuck, dude, uh, I'm not usually one to commit right away, but like I'm definitely giving this one the first episode to watch. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Ooh, you guys seem to really like this one, huh? All right, I'm watching that. Okay, Surun, Surune, the linking shot, and no synopsis. So let's try this one. When Minato Naruhima joins Prefecture Kazaiman High School, he is quickly invited to join the archery club by the club's advisor, Tommy Sensei. Tommy Sensei, okay. His childhood friends, Seiya Takehaya and Roihei Yamanouchi, swiftly agree to join, but Minato is hesitant at first. Ryohei ends up dragging him along to the club briefing, where they also meet Nanano Kisaragi and Kaito Onogi. Minato, Seiya, Roiha, Naino, Kaito, five young men brought together by archery. What will their struggles through the bittersweet time known as youth bring into their lives? No need to apologize, Mary. I know I'm for one who tends to spam a lot of comments when I talk about something I really enjoy, so no shame in that. But this one right here, so I'm counting this as a sports anime, just because it's archery. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if archery is considered a sport or activity or whatever. But in any case, this is one of those series that I think could be really good. I don't. I haven't seen a lot of boys sports anime, to be honest, except for Stars Align. That one was like surprisingly very very good. I recommend anyone who has not watched a traditional like sports anime, it's not really your thing, to give that one a shot. But yeah, going back to this one, no clue, honestly. Maybe it's good, maybe it's mid, but what can I say? It's pretty. And it has pretty boys, so it's got that going for it. Is it? I'm not really. Well, it is classified as a sport. Okay, so I'll say it's a sports anime. Yeah, I heard about Urusei Yatsura. I actually mentioned that. I actually mentioned that a while back, and I don't know too much about it, like the premise wise. I know it was a story from the '80s, and now it's being remade. And like art style wise, I love how it's being adapted. Story wise, I really have no clue, but I'm sure people who have watched it back in the day are really gonna enjoy it. Unite up. Let's see. And there's nothing. Well, fuck. There's nothing to say about this one. Oh man, I figured that would happen eventually. Uh, what can I guess based off of this image here? Let's see. They look like a marching band or something. Uh, hmm. Yeah. I'm guessing it's like another singing idol anime. Just because like it has that like stage in the background. It's got some music. Again, dudes and music. Not really not really the type of genres I usually go for. But if it's good, it's good. That's all I can say. I mean, there's no synopsis to look at. It's Cloverworks, which, as we know, sometimes we get god tier Cloverworks, like oh shoot, I'm forgetting the name of it. That one Shadow anime. Uh, guys, help me in the chat here. What's the what's the Shadow anime that Cloverworks did? Oh god, it's let me see. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna look it up real fast. Shadow's House. Yeah, that's it. Shadow's House. Awesome series. Awesome series. You guys gotta watch it. Sometimes Cloverworks give us something good like Shadow's House, but then other times we get The Promised Neverland season 2, and it's like, okay. So yeah, could go either way with this one. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So this is why you guys started talking about Urusei Yatsura. Okay, okay. Hmm. Oh boy, let's see what we got here. When an alien race known as the Oni invade Earth, the chronically unlucky and apologetically lecherous Ataru Moroboshi is selected as humanity's representative in a duel for the fate of the planet. His opponent is Lum, the Oni's very pretty princess, and it's only thanks to Ataru. Oh God, excuse me. And it's only thanks to Ataru's unscrupulous behavior that he's able to scrap out a win in a treacherous game of tag against her. Ataru thinks he's had his lucky break at first, but when Lum takes a shine to him off the battlefield, the conflict follows him home as Lum invades not only the planet, but also the womanizing Ataru's love life. Holy shit, dude. Was this like the very first ecchi ever made or something? Uh, because that's what I'm getting for or something. But, whew, man. Uh, I'm most interested to see how this is going to be adapted. Because, like I said, I think this came out in the 80s. Was it? 1981. Holy shit. That's a long time. Mm. Yeah, dude. So, oh, God. I'm interested to see how they, adapt this just because it's been so fucking long since the original. Uh, they adapted the art style pretty well from what I can see. And, it's cute. The girl is cute. Uh, this guy seems. I mean, he's basic, but he also looks pretty fun. It looks like there's a lot of goofiness in there, which I always appreciate. I appreciate a lot of the goofiness you get in old anime. Just because they're a lot of fun. One Piece has that still, thank God. A lot of the other previous series I pointed out here seem to be going back to that, so I really enjoy that. So yeah, uh, this feels like the type of show where I kind of want to watch the original first and then watch this one, just so I could appreciate it more. If you know what I mean. I mean, I could probably enjoy it either way if I just watch this, but I don't know, man. For a show that for a show like this that is potentially as good as it is, I kind of want to get the full experience. Oh yeah, comedy, romance, sci-fi, shonen. Okay, okay, okay. So maybe it's not that ecchi. All right, we're down to two. Hmm. Vinland Saga. Oh, that's convenient. They covered up the season one spoilers. Hmm. I didn't even know this site did that. Huh. Let's go see synopsis of the first one. Young Thorfinn dreams of leaving behind the cold climate of Iceland and venturing to the great unknown. But when Viking sails appear on the horizon, the young boy is conscripted into a life of violence and brutality at the hands of the merciless Viking Escalade. With nothing left to him to save revenge, Thorfinn swears vengeance against the man who slew his family, plunging headlong into a spiraling, blood soaked coming of age epic that marches to the drums of war. God damn, that's a very convincing summary right there. Oh man. You know, there's a lot of premises that I never think are gonna like catch on. Like I didn't think Pirates was all that good until One Piece. Let's see. I didn't think that like frogs were any good until Amphibia happened, and now we have this one, which is Vikings, and I can safely say that Vikings are not something that I have any like personal interest in, but one thing that I always give a series like kudos for is that they can make me enjoy a series that premise wise I would initially not like. So I have mad respect for a show that can do that. And based on what I've heard from this, it's A tier series, S tier series. I'll give it that too. So yeah, obviously I'm not gonna watch season two unless I see season one. But there's a lot going on here. It looks beautiful. It looks grisly in the best way possible, and like it just seems like there's a lot of like dark humanity in there, which seems really uh impactful. Yeah, that's the word, impactful. Mm, huh. Oh, so it is a revenge anime. That's what I figured. Uh, okay. Okay, yeah. So Vinland Saga. That sounds good. Okay. Is this the last one? Yeah, this is gonna be our last anime for the night. So let's just jump into it. Yowamushi Pedal Limit Break. I think this is another like long going series with another series to its name. So let's see if I can find like an original summary to look at. Maybe it's not that old. Hmm. And I'll just go with this one. Sakamichi Onoda is an otaku who just wants to find more people to join the recently disbanded anime club with him. However, when a couple cyclists spy his skill in riding the bulky mamachari bike he's had since youth, they attempt to convince him to join the bicycle racing club instead. Okay, okay. You know what? This is giving me very what's that word? Oh, it isn't. Oh, that's a movie. Let's see. Okay, this is probably something a little more similar to what I'm looking for. But yeah, I'm gonna assume that what I just read is more or less what the show is about, and what can I say? It's giving me very Skip Beat. If you guys have seen that anime, I've only seen a couple episodes of that, but that's the vibe I'm getting from this one right here. Biking, as far as sport is concerned, not really something I'm particularly interested in, but that's just me. I mean, this one evidently lasts a long time, and it's an old series, so it's got to be good for what it's worth. If it's still like pumping out different series, right? Hmm. I don't know why it takes that long to read anime descriptions. I don't know if it's just me, but like a lot of these descriptions uh, tend to put in a whole lot right off the bat. At least it's not one of those like a super long light novel descriptor titles, if you know what I mean. Whatever happened to that, by the way? That used to be like super popular like a while back. But yeah, I think this is one where it's gonna draw you in if that type of like bikes and coming of age stories are your style. If not, no big. But otherwise, yeah, I'm sure people who like Yowamushi Pedal are gonna have a good time. And so, whew, there we go. That is every single series that is coming out this coming year. Uh, there's a lot of fantasy, from what I can tell. A lot of isekai, but I kind of expect that at this point. But there's also a lot of like standouts. that I'm definitely going to keep my eyes out for. Let's see. What are you guys interested? What are your guys on? Like, absolutely gotta watch this list. Like, for me, it's going to be let's see. This one I'm gonna watch just cause it's sort of my style at the moment. Buddy Daddies. That's gonna be for me. Let's see. I think I also said I was really interested in. Let's see. Where was it? Oh yeah, I'm definitely watching Nagatoro-san season 2. That's something I'm absolutely gonna watch. Let's see. Bungo Stray Dogs. Man, you guys really are selling me on Bungo Stray Dogs. Whew, boy. All right, that's definitely gonna be in my memory banks for sure. Let's see. No, this one was interesting for me. What are you guys interested? Yeah, that 8,000 yen in another world one. That one was interesting. Where was that again? Oh, oh, here it is. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this one has an interesting premise. I think I'll give that one at least a one episode watch. And then I think what I also wanted to see was where was it? Oh yeah, these for sure, for sure, for sure. Pokemon and let's see. I know there was another. What was? Oh, this one. You guys really sold me on this one right here. I'm definitely gonna give this one at least a one episode watch. This Endo and Kobayashi Live, the latest on Tsundere Villainous. Yeah, this one. I didn't know what to make of it at first, but like the more I read it, the more it feels like something that's up my alley. And of course, I'll be watching One Piece. Okay, but yeah, that's I guess that's everything we wanted to go for. I see everyone is also wants to go for Kobayashi, and yeah, Pokemon fans rise up. Oh man. So, yeah, it's getting kind of late. I'm so glad that you guys stuck around for the stream. It's the first time I ever did this, and I'm honestly very happy with this turnout, and I'm really glad I was able to chat with you guys in real time. You know what I mean? Uh, Thank you, Airy Creations. Yeah. Wish me luck on my One Piece journey, guys. Got another like 900 plus episodes to go. All right. So, thanks again. Thank you all for watching and watching my very first stream. I'll likely be doing more streams afterwards. If you like these kind of like streams where I just go over like new seasonal anime, leave comments and let me know. I'm not opposed to doing this for like the next season. This was fun, and I'm really looking forward to chatting up with you guys again. So, thanks for watching. Stay tuned and have a great night.